What's going on, everybody? No country music to start our show tonight. We are going to be having our holiday party here at Fantasy and Frames live to all of you. Right now, 3 of us have shown up right now. Aaron Pags at Fantasy Triage. Give him a follow. He's great for fantasy football content, and he's also heading up our fantasy baseball content here at fantasyandframes.com. And with me is the OG, Mr. Ken Sonnenberg. Him and I started this podcast years ago. I can't even remember how many years it's been now.
It's been like 20 years, I think.
Kind of feels like that way. I mean, you've aged 20 years in that time. I'm sure I've given you enough stress to do that.
It's the loss of hair.
Well, first of all, we got to give Ken some love here because for the Four-Eyed Championships tournament, he's been basically the person in charge of crunching all the numbers on the spreadsheets, putting out all of our standings, staying on top of everything. So we owe you a round of applause there, buddy. Thank you very much for your hard work this year.
No problem. While I have not been on the podcasts, I have been that person in the background.
Yeah, no,
Ken. I mean, like I told Jorge today, I was like, the work that Ken has done on this charity tournament, which has gone off without a hitch, by the way, and awesomely done, awesomely run, first time. Jorge, that's props to you for getting it put together and getting the people in, like Mike Wollert and like these top end guys in the fantasy community who want to come in and be a part of our tournament. That is freaking awesome. And then, it can only go so far if we don't have the in at the NFBC or Fantrax or whatever. And we're just kind of winging 4 sleeper leagues together. We couldn't put that out there without Ken doing the back leg work. And so you two guys really, truly did an amazing job. And, I wish I could write a letter to the charities who are getting and let them know how hard the 2 of you worked to make sure that they got the money that's headed their way.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up because
cheers to you guys.
Thank you. This is my Dr. Pepper and rum.
This is something most people will not see very often. It's me drinking this soda.
Yeah, you never drink soda. It's always water with you. No, but I want to go back to what you just said, Aaron. Look, I reached out to multiple platforms. I reached out to Sleeper. I'm like, can you do something custom for this charity tournament? And they're like, that's not really what we do. I looked on MFL, but I didn't want to have people to pay for the leagues. We went all over the place. Look, I mean,
we thought of the cheapest option.
We went with the cheapest option on the front end, but made it the most complicated on the back end. And we thought to ourselves, who's better than Ken to handle all this complicated crap on the back end? The answer was nobody, just like Canyon.
Nobody.
Who's better than Canyon? Nobody. And nobody is better than Ken. So we owe you a lot, buddy.
I live my life on spreadsheets.
Well, then you were definitely the perfect man for the job.
You were, you were literally. Listen, we got all the time in the world tonight, right? No one's going anywhere. So let's just let the people know. Let's let the 4i fans know. Like the truth is, every single week, Jorge, myself, Nate, Jeremy. Was Jeremy the 4th guy submitting? Yeah. So there were 4 of us submitting screenshots of our scores in our Slack chat to Ken, who in turn transcribed that data, wasn't able to pull it, transcribed that data directly into his spreadsheets. And then that data made it onto our site without a hitch every single week. And people could follow along across all 4 leagues, like really, truly grinding it out to put forth the near perfection that we did with the 4i championships. So like tip of the hat, cheers to you guys, the 2 of you guys. This is our holiday party, so I can wax poetic about Jorge. Like when Jorge, and I should, and I should.
Right. Yeah, talk about Ken. I'm okay.
I'm not here very often.
Yeah, well, we'll get to Ken before he goes to bed, I promise. But like Jorge, you are too humble for everything that you've done. Grown this site from like a little blog that you and Ken, were just kind of like writing about random football things to what like we just talked about before, Ken. Like Jorge spitting out air yards per target, and Ken saying, but who's gonna but how many step drops is this guy going to take? You know, like football and fantasy football, and you brought them together and you turned it into fantasy in frames, and then like bringing on people from literally all around the entire globe. Like, wow. It all within, I don't know how many years. What year?
2017 is when we started. So it's actually a funny story. So like in 2017, I started the blog over on Blogger, which is a free blogging website for those out there who are listening and are interested in starting their own fantasy website or just doing something written. Blogger, free, create your own little mini site there. Anyhow, so I started doing articles, but I was a shitty writer. I admit it, and to this day, I still think I think everybody always needs to think that they can always do better and never get complacent. That's just my personal take. So one of the things I was like, hey man, Ken, I need some help here. I think I'm a horrible writer, and in no uncertain terms, Ken's like, do you actually read what you write? Like, do you actually, after you're finished reading it, like or writing it, read it aloud to hear what you're saying? Because I guarantee you 90% of your issues with your writing would be solved by doing that. I'm like, you're right. I could do that, or I could just butter you up and have you do it for me. So he was very helpful with that. And then in 2018, I wanted to do a podcast. Ken and you and I, we met Matthew Berry at one of the ESPN shows they did.
That whole group?
Yeah, Stefania Bell, Field Yates, Daniel Dopp. We met all of them in Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Improv. And one of the things I asked Matthew Berry is like, so how do you make it? I know that sounds like a stupid generic question, but what's your advice? And what Matthew Berry said to me, and I'll never forget it, is, look, just get a podcast going. It's great that you're writing, be as multifaceted as you can, do your writing, do some video content, but get a podcast going. Yes, there are a lot of podcasts going, and it doesn't matter if you have just one follower, just do it. Get your voice out there, because all it takes is one person to hear your podcast and for things to kind of take off. So I was nervous. I've never done a podcast before, So I started it, and I'm like, it's just really difficult doing it by myself. And so I looked around, and all my friends who played fantasy football, they were busy with their personal lives or work, and they didn't have time. And Ken, who, let's be honest, Ken, you're a football fan. I don't think you were as hardcore into fantasy starting off as I was when we first were talking about this. But Ken, all I had to ask was for help, and he just was like, yes, I will do it. Whatever you need, we'll make it work. And we got that going. And then before you know it, we got a full year done. And then 2019 came around, and then, we were looking for more writers, and we had a couple come through. It just didn't work out. And then out of nowhere, I get somebody by the name of Aaron Pags reach out to me, and he's like, hello, sir. I'm interested in writing for a fantasy football website, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, dude, first of all, you don't ever have to call me sir, because that's just ridiculous. Second, but thank you for that.
I live in South Carolina, man. Sir, ma'am. Or...
By the way, what you don't know is that I said, yes, he should call me sir.
Very nice. Yeah.
You should respect your elders.
Well, you are that, Ken. So.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair.
So I met Aaron, and then, I showed Aaron, when you emailed us, I showed Ken, the emails, and I showed him the sample writing that you did for us. And I'm like, dude, I think this guy's a home run. I think we got something here. And, you've been with us ever since then, Aaron. Then I think last fall, you and I were like, there was like beating around the bush about baseball. Like we had talked about baseball. Baseball has been a thing. And I had wanted to bring on another sport here at Fantasy and Frames. And I just came to you and I was like, dude, I want to do baseball. I want you to head it up. And, what you and Nate did last year, goddamn COVID, goddamn the pandemic. Had that not gotten in the way, I swear we would have been taken off there. But we get a brand new crack at it this year.
I was going to say, let me interject because you've been talking too long. This isn't a scripted. This isn't a scripted show. This is unscripted. Take a drink. So then COVID hits, and it's like, yeah, you know what, and cool. Like Fantasy and Frames, we cover everything from IDP to everything but kickers. Like we got everything that you need for your fantasy football league. I mean, I mentioned a kicker on the show today, and I thought that I was going to get cut off.
No, that was.
And somewhere in New Jersey, Jeremy's head exploded.
Jeremy
bet.
hates stickers.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean we could talk about that too as the night goes on. But like, okay, so we said let's do fantasy, but let's try to like stick out from everybody else. So how are we gonna do that? And Nate and I came up with the night. Nate and I were just chatting about it. Like, come up with an idea. Like, let's highlight. This doesn't make any sense, but let's highlight what other people do, and then people will come to our website because we're talking about other people. And it was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And like we, it kind of did. And we really, I'll be honest, like from there, I don't know that Nate and I were 100% sure where we were going to take the season. Like we have played a lot of we're more like Ken last season. We were much more like Ken. Like Jorge came to us and said, let's do fantasy baseball. And Ken, you couldn't say no when he said, let's do a podcast. And like, maybe you knew nothing about podcasts and you didn't know like where you wanted to take it, but you were like, F it. Jorge wants to do it. I'm there for Jorge. He's always been there for me. And if, I'm there. And so, and Nate and I felt the same way. So let's do baseball, but I don't know that we had like a super like specific direction. And maybe COVID was like one of the better things that happened to the Fantasy and Frames baseball side of things. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where we would be today had we just kind of done generic fantasy baseball content for beginners or whatever. Like if we just kind of like talked about points leagues versus roto leagues or
that's a highly contested debate there.
Yeah. Well, when Nate gets on,
I'm
gonna destroy him when Nate gets on about that. But like, I don't know what our direction was truly going to be. Like we had a lot of steam, but like, I think we just rode that steam really well for like a couple months while that was going on. And then at some point that was going to disappear and we were going to have to like put our name to something that maybe might've been just bland and blah. And now COVID hits and then baseball gets kind of wiped away. Right. And then by the time it's time to do baseball again, by the time the baseball season starts, I mean, shit, Fantasy and Frames is already elbow deep in football, when baseball season starts. And it's like, this doesn't make sense to do baseball. It doesn't make sense to restart up baseball. Let's just put it on the back burner and let's hit it in the winter and let's hit it. Let's find a path for success in baseball. That's not just like generic baseball content. And Nate and I, even throughout the football season, we bantered and bounced some ideas off each other. And we were just like, how can we separate ourselves just by a hair from all the other indie sites who do a great job? Like it's no secret. Like I write articles for Razzball, about for their gambling content. And like, I could have wrote articles, I'm not going to speak for Gray, but like I could have wrote articles about the top 12 running backs or the top 50 starting pitchers or the top 15 point guards or whatever. Like I could have done that, but I just got lost in the Razzball blog. So I took on the gambling side of things. Right. And my article each week, like I got a decent following. I get interactions on my articles every week. People are super excited about it and getting away from what they've always done and not just being another Razzballer who's putting out, and they all do a great job. Love all those guys. I hope they're listening. I'm sure Dr. Blair's listening. What's up, Blair? Always tuning into everything we do. Like they do a great job of what they do, but they already do that. They already do that. And people already go and they want to see Donkey's rankings and they want to talk to B-Don about basketball. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to talk to Aaron Pags about that stuff. So why not talk to Aaron Pags about, yo, Todd,
my brother, what is going on, man?
Yeah.
How are you guys?
What's up,
Dude,
my
we're about
man?
to get a little messed up. How are you?
Oh, I just got home from a long drive. So I've been up in a car all
day. Fill up
day.
your Fantasy and Frames mug and get going.
Yeah, I was going to say, fill up your Frames mug to the top.
I actually need to get it cleaned right now.
Okay.
But I haven't brought it on the show yet either. I really do need to bring it on the show because when I got that in the mail, that was actually like one of the cooler presents I got. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is sick.
Dude,
this is not scripted, Todd. This is not scripted. You can interrupt Jorge whenever you want and tell him how great he is.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, my bad. I missed it. I was turning up my volume.
You're good,
Oh,
dude. Don't
I
worry
said
about it.
this is not scripted, man. This is the holiday party. If people are listening, they want to hear how awesome Jorge is.
Oh,
So
well,
you-
Oh, he is
I
awesome.
don't,
Yeah.
I don't know that that's true. But
Right
If
around
you're gonna
Thanksgiving, you
talk-
went ahead and sent out a little care
there you
package
go.
to us, and got me a T-shirt, got me a nice. I think it's probably a
I was
32
gonna
ounce
say,
mug.
hang on.
It might be 32-ounce mug, and it has a little Fantasy and Frames logo that is right behind his head, and and that shirt right there.
He literally gave me that T-shirt today, and the first thing, because I'm so appreciative of all things, first thing I said to him is, "Really, you give a fat guy a white T-shirt?"
Hey, you know, wear like a flannel on top of it, or like a zipper.
Oh yeah,
jacket.
flannel. That's yeah.
Yeah.
While I'm wearing sweatpants too, right?
Wait, I got sweatpants on. Wait, this is the
I have-
holiday party, man. This
Dude,
you
been
have
not-
pants
I don't
on?
think
Because I don't even. That's
it's
not
been
even.
not.
well,
I haven't
so
worn
far,
anything-
so
I
far.
haven't worn anything without elastic around the waist in 9 months.
Hey, the COVID life, it works.
Yeah, COVID. I think my jeans and my work pants are in my drawer. They haven't come out of there in 9 months.
I'm so happy we're going off the rails 16 minutes. And listen, if for the people who know me, who may be watching, cheers to all you. Thank you for following. Thank you for coming and aboard and all that. They know that if there's one thing about me, it's that when the drinks start pouring, the shoes come off immediately. I mean, instantly. I've lost more pairs of shoes than anything else in my life. I go to public places. My wife, I love her so much. Hi, Alyssa. I hope you're watching. Hi. She's at my in-laws in New York. The house is clean. I emptied the fridge today. Took out all the garbage. Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys on December 26th.
Domesticated.
I mean, hey, my wife's
It's that or catch hell later.
about-
You gotta pick one.
talk about like way out kick your coverage.
You
Hey,
lose
what-
your shoes, I lose my keys. Like every time I try to leave the house, I have to search my house for my keys for like 10 minutes.
Are you sober?
Yeah, you would think I would learn to put
Oh.
them in one spot, but
So you need to get that chip thing that they have. Or you
Yeah,
where I can hit the button. But
Yeah.
normally my phone's
got
with
that-
it.
Yeah, that is an issue. That is an issue. I think you can. I think you can put the app on your laptop, though. I'm pretty sure.
I used to have a roommate in Jorge. You know who this roommate is. That I always knew that she had been out drinking because I'd see her on the phone trying to get a new credit card.
Oh, wow.
That happens.
She was
too
applying for
sometimes.
credit cards.
No, she wasn't applying for credit cards. She forgot
She
what
lost hers. Oh,
she would
Yes.
give her credit cards to wherever bar she was at and would always forget. And instead of going back down to the bar to get it, just ordered a new one.
That's hilarious.
Oh, come on.
It's a lot of plastic. I'm sorry for the environmentalists out there who have to hear this story. Shame on you.
So anyway, let me wrap up. Let me wrap it
God,
up for the
God,
people
yeah.
who are thrilled to find out the end of the fantasy baseball thing.
Hmm.
And so we had no direction. COVID hit. Then all of a sudden, Nate and I are like, let's separate ourselves from everyone else. And Todd, and then we, of course, Todd came along last year and was kind of like going to do baseball with us, and then kind of got thrust into football. And now Todd is like, the expert on wide receiver, especially in the slot, and like people go and find Todd's content on fantasyandframes.com every single week to find out which slot receivers they can start over their wide receiver that they drafted in the 4th round. And Todd gives it to them and gives them the good stuff. But Todd came on, and anyway, we had no idea what we were going to do last year with baseball. Like, it was just freaking winging it. And COVID hit, and it was a good thing because we got that fresh reset. And then we bounced ideas off each other. And we were like, let's be different than everyone else. Let's give the people something that like is going to be a little bit of work for us, but people are going to appreciate it and use us as that resource for that specific thing. And we came up with bullpens, and like, I don't know where it's going to take us, but I'm sure we're going to focus a lot on like a handful or a dozen guys who are getting saves and like kind of monitoring what they're doing. And then, being the place where you'll know who that next guy, that next man up is, which is super important in fantasy baseball. And so like, I think I honestly, I said this to Jorge, and in my heart, I really, truly feel like
Cheers.
we went in the right direction. We went in the right direction to get away from the generic cover-all content that would just have gotten us lost in the shuffle of everyone else. And now we're in this situation where, where I can post our podcast and not even post a thing on Twitter about it, and 35 people listen to it in the first hour.
That's what's
That's
up.
the truth. That's the
And
truth.
bullpens can help you win leagues, and that's another thing is because a lot of the time closers are just dart throws at some point, and you don't know what you're
Dude, it's
getting.
like Ariel.
I was gonna say it's like everything else in fantasy sports, particularly baseball. It's easy to pick Mike Trout. If Mike Trout's there,
Yes.
yeah, of course I'm going to take him. But to know closers, who the Oakland A's closer is, and off the top of my head,
Jake Diekman. Jake Diekman.
To know that Jake Diekman's out there, and I did know that, but
You're old and slipped your. I got you.
it slipped my head.
Yeah.
Yes. Yesterday, I tried to remember Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
And it just
No
for some
way.
reason it just fell out of my head.
Have y'all seen that thing where his mom hates when he gets called Pat?
Oh yeah, on Monday Night Football, I think.
I think someone was saying it.
So
And they said that.
I missed him. Funny stories. I do the.
His dad pitched for the Mets, Ken.
He was at fantasy. He was a coach at fantasy camp last year.
His
In
dad.
the first. His dad was a coach. He was there the first week. I came the second week. I did the second week. But he was there the first week, so he had to leave that Sunday because Patrick was in the AFC Championship.
Pat.
Nice.
Well, his father, Pat, he's Patrick.
You're right.
Yeah.
Pat was there.
I need to brag about Todd for a bit because Aaron, did you find Todd or did I find Todd at 3:00 in the morning and then forward him to you? I want to say that that's what happened because I think Todd, you had messaged
One way
me.
or the other, it was
I
an
think actually I
exchange of
reached out
emails.
Never.
I think someone had actually sent me your direction. It was like, hey, this is
Right.
if you're interested, this is a up and coming website that's writing. And I was like, you know what? I'll shoot Jorge a message.
Yeah.
Drunk,
So
and I find a guy at 3:00.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think I saw
let me tell you-
Todd. Yeah, I
let
think
me
I
tell you
saw
how
Todd.
this went down, Todd. So you sent me a message, and it's like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 in the morning. And not only do you send like your interest in wanting to write, but you also send like a little mini writing sample along with you. So I immediately at 4:00 in the morning, I text Aaron like a barrage of texts, like boom, 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 boom. Here's the situation. Here's the writer. Here's his writing sample. What do you think? And Aaron, like this was like his first realization, like, God damn it, Jorge, you really don't sleep, okay? And,
Okay, wait, Jorge,
Hey,
hold
I
on.
was up at that
You
time
don't-
too, though.
I learned that a long
But-
time ago.
Jorge, you don't.
Thanks, Dougie.
sleep, my
Appreciate it,
dude. Dougie, my
Uh,
man.
What's going on, buddy?
Fire it up. Somebody send Dougie the link. So like,
I got you,
Jorge,
buddy.
you don't freaking sleep, man.
I
Like
know.
No, he doesn't.
Ken, for like the last like year and a half, I get messages from Jorge. Like now, at least he'll email me. Like he used to just text. Like I'm up. I get up for work at 6:00 in the morning Eastern. Jorge be sending me a text at 2:45. Like I'm gonna respond. He's like, "Well, what do you think about this thing, this icon I moved on the top of the webpage bar?" Holy shit, Jorge! Like it's 2:45 in the morning. My wife thinks that my girlfriend's texting me.
You're welcome, Melissa. for all
welcome
this.
It's funny because I'm always up in the middle of the night too, and it was funny. Like I think Jorge literally actually replied like almost immediately back to me too. I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm gonna reach out to Aaron, and he sent me your Twitter handle, and then you got with me that next day. But I think I was up that late was because I remember when I was like starting to reach out to a couple sites, they wanted some of my previous work, and I'm like,
Sure.
oh, I've literally never written before. Like I have no idea what I'm doing. So I was like, you know what? I'll just throw something together and see if it works.
Well, here's what I like about you, though, the most is that I think when you came on board, COVID was just heating up, and then you had to take a step back because you had stuff going on, and I told Aaron like, man, I'm going to miss Todd. Like I told him whenever he's ready to come back, well, his spot will be waiting for him. And it literally got to the point where I was like, man, we could really use somebody like soon. And then
Right.
you messaged me as like, hey, is that you still need somebody? Everything's good. You have no idea how much of a relief that was.
Like perfect timing, huh?
No, it really
I guess
was.
it works out then.
So, and it really worked out well. And going back to what Aaron was saying, but again, with COVID, it pushed back baseball. You know, for months we didn't know when it was going to start. And I reached out to you. I'm like, dude, do you know football? Can you cover football? And without even hesitation, you're just like, yeah, man, I love it. You started talking to me about slot wide receivers, and you were charting them out your previous year during your playoff run. For me, immediately, what up?
Shout out to Costco. Costco, what's up,
Yeah,
Costco?
right. No, man, like you saved all our bacon, and you've been doing nonstop work here, and you know your 4-eyed matchups column during the
Distilled
season.
six times. Distilled 6 times.
Not
man.
5 or
Made in
7.
the USA.
And it's Kirkland too. That's crazy.
Kirkland is dope. I'm going to tell you right now. Let me shout out Kirkland for a second. Kirkland bourbon, Kirkland, Tennessee bourbon. I know it's not Kentucky, whatever, but Kirkland, Tennessee bourbon, freaking amazing. Like one of the smoothest bourbons of all time. Got like a 91 score by the Bourbonites or whoever the bourbon people are. Anyway, good.
Just quickly, just because I'm going to talk about another friend of mine who actually works for Costco, and
what's in their hot dogs? Because those hot dogs are freaking dope too. For $1.50 a hot dog and a soda.
Oh my god! I would sometimes just go to Costco just to get the hot dogs and leave.
I thought about it today. No joke. My wife and kid.
Oh yeah, I've done it.
What am I gonna have for lunch? I'll just swipe my Costco card and go get $1.
I've absolutely done it. I've gone to Costco, gotten the hot dogs, and left. I didn't even go into the store. I got the hot dogs and left.
Do you feel like a loser when you order 2 hot dogs and you got to get to 2 cups for like the two sodas?
No, I don't. But I have been known to say, "Hey, just keep 1 cup." I don't. But then again, I'm also the guy who's gone through. Jorge just said before that I only drink water, which is why it was surprising to see me drink soda. I'm the guy who goes to Taco Bell or wherever gets a value meal, and for the drink, just give me water.
They give you tap water or a bottle?
Yeah, they'll give me tap water. They'll give it to me.
Oh no, come on!
Yeah,
you gotta at least get like.
See, I'm always a weird one.
Get it.
When I go out to restaurants, people always look at me weird when I'm like, "Oh, could I get a glass of milk?" I always get milk at restaurants.
Todd, by the way, that's hysterical. You look like the guy who would order milk. I don't know what that means.
I go through like a gallon every 2 days.
Nice.
Okay. That is not good for you. But
it's so good though.
Let's rally back to the Costco thing.
But quickly to go back to the Costco thing. So I do have a friend that works for Costco, and he's married and his wife lives in the Philippines. So he just left.
Is he married to her, or he's married and he also has a wife in the Philippines?
No, he's married to her.
Okay.
It's a good point. And he left yesterday, and what's it called? On his Facebook page, he wrote something, and Jorge, I think you're friends with him too. On his Facebook page, he wrote something like, just got through security, and they found my Kirkland Metamucil.
Wow.
First of all, I
was
going to hit him with the Metamucil part.
Dougie!
And it's great that Dougie came in.
What's up, Dougie?
What's up, fellas? Is that Buddy?
Welcome to the holiday party, my man.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Oh man.
Oh, he's got the fire going too.
Yeah, that looks kind of warm right there, Doug.
Fix it.
Is it cold in Oklahoma right now? You got like a cold spell or something? What do you?
He's trying to take a little bit from Stepmom Lauren.
Yeah, it's the same cold spell that Dave's living through in San Diego.
What you cooking up there, bud?
We've got some fried mushrooms and we got some flank steaks and some chicken.
Oh man,
Something else.
There you go.
All kinds of stuff in there.
that sounds good.
Our anniversary is New Year's Eve.
Happy anniversary,
Happy
man.
early anniversary, man.
How many years?
Man, you think she's listening?
I'll put you
No,
on
no,
spot.
no,
No,
you're
she's
good,
not
you're
listening.
good, you're good.
11, 12, something like that.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Congratulations, man.
How do you get that? How do you get that far along? Like, doesn't like isn't there like something that's gonna screw it up? Like, aren't you gonna screw it up in the first 10 years?
Oh yeah, you gotta find the right woman. That's what I'm
Right.
put up with with most of your shenanigans, especially
Most of your
myself.
shenanigans, yeah.
Takes a special lady.
You give me hope. We hit year 3 this year, and you give me hope we can get to 11. If you can get there, I can get there, Doug.
Yeah, that's just as long as we've been married. We've known each other since 3rd grade.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Man, that's awesome.
first girl I held hands with.
What about the first kiss?
Oh, here we go, Todd. Don't get him in
Hey,
trouble now,
it's
my
big
man.
dates.
I wanna know
Don't get him in
what's-
trouble.
I won't
It's
get you in
the
trouble. I won't
holidays.
get
Okay, so wait, hang on. Here's the most important thing about this Costco thing with the 2 cups. When you order Chinese food and you're ordering it for like just you and your wife or just you and whoever, like, did you know that they put like 1 fortune cookie for how many people they think are going to eat that meal? So next time you get your Chinese food, if you're only ordering for yourself and you get 4 fortune cookies, man, you ordered way too much.
Where's this
Oh,
at?
God. Oh,
Where's this
God. Now you've just depressed me.
Sorry, Ken.
Because
It's like, damn it, I always get 5.
well, let's put it this way. When I was younger and I could eat more, I was a lot larger. It got to the point, and it's a running joke in my family. When I would call the Chinese place, they would know who I am. As soon as they heard my voice, they would ask me how I'm doing, how's everybody going.
It's a family, Ken.
Yeah, pretty much. It was that.
We missed you yesterday.
It was so much that when I was in high school, I worked at McDonald's. I would order from them and have them delivered to McDonald's because I got tired of eating the McDonald's food.
Okay, in Albany, New York, there was a Chinese place that was right next to a pizza place. I mean, I'm sure this is common in like every city, but like we would go.
Not every
of course,
city.
we might have maybe not every city, but a lot of cities. And like we would go. Of course, we had a couple alcoholic beverage prior, but we would go to the Chinese place and order like whatever chicken. General, how do you say the TSO? By the way, Jorge, you first, Jorge.
Oh.
Jorge,
So,
General, what?
So,
Ken,
So,
Todd,
Oh, I say chose.
Cho,
Joe,
Doug,
what?
What?
Doug. How do you
Cho.
say? How do you say General TSO? Cho. See,
What?
it's different
How do you
everywhere.
say what?
That's crazy, right?
The
TSO,
general,
the general, the
Chinese
general
food, the general
chicken.
froze, or do you say it? How do you say it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, thank
So.
you.
Todd,
Todd's the
weird.
only
Some
one that
people
says-
say Cho. Todd, I'm with you. I say Cho.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you? I was once in China, and they have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course, they have no. They don't eat that in China. Come on.
No, they don't.
I mean,
They did not.
they don't eat spicy barbecue chicken in China. I'm
No.
Real Chinese food is actually like good for you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But anyway, the best part is, and here's like a life hack. Go to the Chinese place, order the General whatever's chicken, and just like a bucket of it, and then walk to the pizza place next door and tell them to put it on a pizza and cook that for you, because that is where it's at. I'm just
With
telling you.
COVID nowadays, I don't think they'll do it.
I don't know if they would do it now. You know, this was pre-COVID, but maybe post-vaccine we can open up Chinese pizzas.
Chinese
The
pizza.
next fantasy and
Chinese-
fantasy and frames adventure.
Chinese pizza fusion.
Well, you know, in Philadelphia, they have the Philly cheesesteak, but they also have this thing where it's called the ultimate slice, where they put a Philly cheesesteak in a jumbo slice of pizza and roll it all up, and you have one big ass pizza cheesesteak sandwich.
Isn't that basically a
That
cow
city's
bone?
disgusting. Yeah, the city's disgusting. So that doesn't.
It's not-
surprise me. That city.
no, I
is
agree.
gross.
Well,
Right.
the only good things that came out of Philadelphia are cheesesteaks and Rocky.
I was gonna go Rocky. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I also like It's
A
Always
fic-
Sunny in Philadelphia. That was a great
I was gonna
show.
say a fictional character and cheese in a can. I mean, that is not something that really hold high.
It's delicious.
Damn it, that cheese in a can tastes delicious.
Cheese in a can. And those are 8-9 great movies. By the way, Jorge, talking about the history of Fantasy and Frames,
Yeah.
does this take you back a little bit? Can you hear it?
Turn it up.
No, I can't.
Oh,
I can't hear it. What is
we
it?
can't hear it.
Oh, the fire trucks. The fire trucks.
Oh,
are
the
going
fire
by.
truck.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
love that. That was the best part of Fourth and Frames, man. When Ken had a murder
I
next.
hear it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
It's like, and we are currently
Amazing.
recording in a war zone near Ken's apartment right now. So
It's crazy. I remember starting at the beginning of football season this year, we'd have like 3 people on our shows sometimes. And towards the end of the year, like the whole screen would be full at times.
yeah. I gotta be honest with you, like having everybody on at some point or the other, it makes my job easier, and it also makes it a little bit more difficult because It makes
You
it
forget
easier
who's on,
to-
Jorge. It's true. You forget who's on that screen.
No, but no, where I'm going with it makes it easier because there are so many people to impart knowledge, right, to the fans out there who are listening who want to get fantasy advice. It's difficult because everyone knows their shit so damn well. Trying to get to everybody and make sure that everybody can contribute. You don't want to leave anybody out. You don't want to make them feel like, oh, I'm not really a part of the show. I didn't really do much. And it's like, no. You're here. You're here for a reason, you know? So I think
they need to do the Aaron move, like start leaning towards the microphone so Jorge sees like your head change. As I get closer, Jorge's like, Aaron, I'll be right. You're next.
Is that like the Chris Collinsworth slide in, the Aaron head move?
I think it is because like I get closer as I'm ready to like tell you that the Cowboys are the worst running defense in football. You know, I only want to say 40 words. You know,
dude, you can shit on the Cowboys all you want. My wife's not listening. I can guarantee you. So.
Oh,
your wife's a wonderful woman. She's my favorite Edwards in your house, by the way.
If his wife was listening, I'd still crap because I am a professional broadcaster who knows this is family crap on the Dallas Cowboys, even if your wife was listening.
Well, thank you. You don't have to.
As I would the Eagles and the Washington football team.
Since we brought up the Cowboys, is there a more lock in the draft besides Greg Rousseau going to them at what pick have they got now, Jorge? I mean,
I don't know.
Sure they've already submitted that selection. It just
they screwed themselves today. They got the win, right? They got the win today, so they're making it harder for themselves.
It's like the Jets if they're not careful. They
got the win today, huh?
They got the win today, so Jacksonville is right there.
Yeah, Jags are number one right now.
Are they number one now?
No, no, right? No, because the Jags. I think we mentioned this earlier, Jorge. Like I think the Jags win is an AFC win, and the Jets win is an NFC win, and so the Jets are still winless in the AFC, so they lose they win the tiebreaker, whichever way you want to get it.
Well,
they win the tiebreaker for the first
thing. Sports Center tweet a little bit ago that I swear it was Jags number one, but it was Jets number two. So I mean, it could change next week anyway.
Yeah, Doug, I gotta be honest with you. I have no idea who Greg Rousseau is. Who is he?
He's an edge rusher out of Miami. Tall, lanky. I don't like the guy, to be honest with you. I think he's got decent get off, but I don't like his pursuit.
Unless they trade Zeke. Every mock draft I've seen, it's Patrick Surtain from I think was it Alabama, who's a cornerback.
Yeah. Who do you think they're going to replace?
That's like
his father played for Miami.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, played for Miami. Yeah.
So Doug,
I've actually got Joe Horn's son as my number one DB. J.C. Horn, out of South Carolina.
So who would you think that Rousseau would be taking over for?
He's a dog. Woo! He is a dog.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Doug, who's Rousseau coming in to replace in Dallas on the edge?
It's the Alden Smith experience. Is what's that? A 1 year deal? With terms of re-signing based on his production, which I'm sure he met this year. You know, I'm sure they like to have him around, but that's exactly my point. That's the comp for Greg Rousseau.
Sure.
I'd say Alden Smith a lot. You know, and
get him 6-7 years younger. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah,
makes
it
sense.
just seems like they keep licking that ball and trying to throw it against that window and see if it'll stick, and it just keeps hitting that window and falling down. It just that D line's just always going to be a mess.
So you think that D line needs? So let me ask you a question: Which for the Cowboys, which needs more work, their back end or their front end?
Oh, back end, 1,000%. Yeah, back end.
You think they're really missing not signing Byron Jones?
Oh yeah, for sure. But whenever Miami comes at him with that chunk of change, I'm sure Dallas was like, yeah, we're gonna whoa, okay.
Right.
Can't match that. You know, they paid up for old Byron.
Yeah, what do you call it? Ken, when Ken and I first started doing our podcast, Chidobe Awuzie for Dallas, he reached out and liked some of our shit we were writing about him on Twitter, and
Demario Davis.
And Demario Davis too. So those two,
I
we
love
always-
DD, man. I love DD. It's one of my favorite players, man. Just
Yeah,
year
no,
in, year out, consistent. Just when you think he's, he's just redraft at, he just comes back, just good enough to just plug and play.
Where we started. It's where we started doing the hashtag tackle machine.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he is, man, he is Mr. And it's funny because he had that great year with the Jets, his last year with the Jets before he became a free agent, and then he goes to New Orleans and they run with a 5-2 there, right, Doug, as opposed to like the 4-3 or 3-4 he was coming from, and everyone was like,
Which
oh,
most teams are doing. I mean, it's almost flat out a 5-2 in the league. I mean, it's pretty much just boiling down to that. I mean, it's a guessing game with a blitz, and then it's 5-2. I mean, it's
Yeah, but Doug, right, like it doesn't matter how many guys you got with fingers on the dirt, right? Because like these guys are peeling off into coverage, they're playing zone,
Yep.
like that
I mean,
position, the
whenever
down
you
lineman,
got
the
guys
down
like-
lineman doesn't exist. Yeah, the
Right.
down lineman doesn't exist anymore.
Whenever you got guys like TJ Watt coming into the league that can play middle linebacker, cover a tight end, rush
Right.
the quarterback, move into
nose
the middle,
tackle, stuff the run, right? Yeah,
it opens up.
exactly.
You can open up that defense more and play more man to man and put bodies on bodies and let playmakers make plays instead of the wide receiver stretching the field and one going across the middle. And if you either bite on the one stretching the field or the one crossing the middle, and then you throw it to the other one, that's what it's been.
I'm so
for the last-
excited that we finally got to talk about football. Jorge, I've been sitting on my hands this whole time waiting. For this to bring up football.
Well,
I can't wait.
I gotta ask Doug I gotta ask Doug
Yeah.
an IDP question because
Yeah, but
he's an IDP guru in the fantasy football community. If you're not following Oklahoma Doug, you're doing it wrong on Twitter. So follow him. He's definitely a must follow. For so long, Doug, middle linebackers, inside linebackers were the creme de la creme of IDPs. You want the guys that are going to get the tackles, rack up those tackle numbers. But you mentioned somebody like a TJ Watt who can play, who has so many hats he can play. He can sack the quarterback. He can play in coverage. He can make tackles if he needs to. Do you think that IDP is going to be transitioning to more of those edge rushers being more valuable commodities than your inside linebackers? Or do you think inside linebackers are always going to be, the top targets for people in drafts?
I got to ask this a lot this past season, because it seemed that way, Jorge, but I think it has a lot to do with the way you construct your roster. And it starts with making the outside linebacker in those 3-4 defenses edge rushers, making them defensive ends in your league. I know sleeper, you can't really control it, but they do real good about listing guys like TJ Watt on the DL.
Right.
If you can get into leagues like that, then it still lets you pick your poison. If you like the linebackers, you can still target those linebackers because the added depth at the DL that the outside linebacker gives you makes you be able to pick your position a lot more. Whereas if you play in the leagues where Khalil Max went through his whole career, and he's not being able to be started on anybody's roster in his whole career, then those are taken away from players that can be started in IDP and minimizing the pool. So edge rushers would be a premium in those leagues because the edge rusher like TJ Watt is a linebacker. So
Right.
the edge rushers go skyrocket. Guys like Myles Garrett, the premier guys, they skyrocket because you can get a guy. Let's face it. If the starting linebacker goes down, middle linebacker goes down for a team, there's a very good chance that backup can put up 75% of the numbers that the starter did. It's
Look
just
at
a-
Robert Spillane in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, exactly.
That's a very good
And,
point.
This is
while
like
we're
this is
talking
like
about
high
football-
end. This is high end fantasy football stuff here. Like Doug knows his IDP stuff. Like if you're not following Doug for IDP or Nate, my
There you
dude,
go. Good timing.
Nate,
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Hey, how
exit
you
back.
doing?
what? Show us what you got.
This is
Is that
four
Kirkland bourbon?
It's
Did you
Four
get that?
Roses, Four Roses small batch,
4 roses.
Okay.
4 roses, small batch. Okay.
Jesus.
and this is the This is my Death Star ice cube ball.
Nice. I got that
Love
too.
it.
yeah.
Love it.
That way, with if the damn it! You know what? I was trying to make
You
fun
can
of
tell
Aaron and
Nate's
I-
already been boozing prior, so I love it. He's the
Somebody's
guy who shows up
already had
late to the holiday party, yeah, because he went to the bar. That's
He's
exactly.
he was pre-gaming.
I was
Great
trying
man.
to come up with a joke like Aaron and I were saying earlier with the Star Trek versus Star Wars thing, but I don't know enough about Star Trek to be quick with the Enterprise. That's what it's called.
Beam me up, Scotty. Right,
Yeah,
Jordan?
yeah.
Never seen an episode.
That was
If
the
it-
easiest thing.
I haven't
Never
either.
seen an episode. Oh man, come on.
Not
Yeah,
You're messing with me.
You know, I've
Just
seen
watched my
two-
first Star Wars movie about.
Oh,
7
Dougie,
months
my dude. Yo, we are soulmates, brother. I tried so hard. To watch Star Wars. But it sucks, dude. That stuff is terrible. I'm sorry, Jorge. I'm sorry, Nate.
You're
I'm
crazy.
sorry.
You're all
I'm
crazy.
sorry,
It's all
Ken.
good.
I asked Twitter.
It's not even a good story. It's like
Don't
there's
ever ask
so
Twitter
many
what
better
order to watch it
stories.
in.
no,
I'm not,
fuck no.
I'm not,
Right.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
nearly.
What's up, Hollywood?
Jorge is. I mean, literally, I'm walking out of his house today, and he has the Enterprise as the top of his
Yeah.
Christmas tree.
Well, he's a Trekkie, right? Like is that what?
I
is that
appreciate
it?
it.
Star Wars too.
We got Lindsay from New York.
No,
City.
you can only pick one. Listen, we're not doing the wishy-washy.
No,
You
you
can
know,
only pick one
I'm
here.
Star
Jorge.
Trek over Star Wars. I'm
You know,
Star Trek.
my
There you go.
favorite
You're a
thing is a couple weeks ago I was talking to Jorge about this, and you know
Oh
how
no, my mother-in-law! Yay! Hi, Mom.
He's not getting in trouble.
She-
we promise.
She has seen this cup. Oh my gosh, and my sister-in-law too. They have both
it a
seen this
Moscow
cup
Mule?
in my hand before. It's just vodka. There's no ginger beer on the island. We drank it all at
Sure.
our wedding. So
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, somebody's minding his P's and Q's now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no. They
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
They
yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
tried.
Listen,
Listen.
what were you saying about how messed up your house is?
No, Kent,
You didn't
Alyssa,
do the
rewind
dishes?
this. Rewind this. I emptied the fridge and took out the trash. And Ken said that I was a good husband or whipped or something. I'm not sure. We love you too. Thanks, Ma.
Yes.
I love you.
But anyway, they know. I tried my hardest to watch Star Wars. I couldn't do it. It stinks. I'm sorry. You guys are awesome. I don't think less of you, but the story is terrible.
You gotta watch The Mandalorian. That's what you gotta watch.
And you want me to
Hey,
skip?
what's the new thing, Mandalorian?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the
That is-
Disney.
It's basically the
Channel
back.
app.
It's pretty much the backstory of Boba Fett. Let's just go with that.
He's not Boba Fett.
I know he's not Boba Fett, but he's the
Y'all
Boba
speaking
Fett.
Chinese.
Jim
Yeah,
Beam
I'm
Prince.
Hollywood,
back then. I have no clue what's going on.
No, I was the killjoy. I was the
What's up,
killjoy. a
Tom?
couple
What you
weeks-
doing?
I was a killjoy a couple weeks ago with Jorge. I was saying to him, you know how everybody, now it's like they want to dress up like Darth Vader, and everybody loves Darth Vader and this and that.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Do you understand that he was a mass murderer?
Oh.
He killed trillions of people.
He killed younglings. I mean, and we're putting.
Kids.
Yeah.
He killed all, and you have an inflatable baby Darth Vader on your front lawn.
Yes, I do.
Everybody deserves a second chance.
Well, okay.
Angela is definitely not on board with the Star Wars.
That's my sister with her married name. My whole entire family's here. Thank you, everyone.
Nice
Merry
family.
Christmas.
Come out.
This is
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Happy holidays.
I just take
Also,
a
my
pack,
family is not Star Wars or
come
Star
down
Trek.
and bring a crown apple
Oh,
shot.
Carrie, thank you.
There's Carrie.
Oh,
Ken-
Carrie made us.
Carrie,
We need
time-
more embarrassing pictures.
yeah, we need
to
more Carrie.
Hey,
Boot.
look at my shirt.
make. Nice.
Can you read it?
And thank
they
you,
can't read
Chief. Thank
It
you, Chief,
says-
for winning by more than 2.5. By the way, I will say that.
It says Jingle Bells, Kelsey yells, Patrick made a play, Andy Reid helped take the lead, and Cheetah ran away.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Now run away.
Todd,
How are
oh,
you?
man,
Not
I
bad.
missed you this morning. We didn't
Oh,
get
I
to
know.
see
I
ya.
couldn't make it. I had a long drive.
It's the Saints versus KC day, dude. I was like,
I know.
oh,
Jorge, how do we hire Carrie? I mean, let's fire Nate and hire Carrie. How do we do this? I don't know how we get this done.
She's like, I'm definitely.
Can't even keep it earbud then.
because you got weird ears.
That's in the wrong ear.
I smell a new show. I
I
smell a
was,
new show.
I was
I'll
just
be
about to say, I fired Nate. We have a show right here.
We,
I am
yeah,
a
this
shit
is
show
it.
for sure.
No, we're going to have a new podcast called The Markhams, and it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, I know.
We have-
Reality show, fantasy and frames reality. I love it.
I'm
Does,
telling you.
does anybody know?
Carrie,
how to-
what are you sipping on? Carrie, what are you sipping on?
White wine, Pinot Grigio.
You know, Carrie, so when,
Oh, the wild
It's
spring.
Christmas early in Nate's house, in the Markham house.
We drink
Yeah.
we drink a lot of wine in this house. He drinks red, I drink white.
so we got to
I
thank
drink
Carrie
beer.
for something very important.
All right.
You know, when you all had your wedding last year and you're all getting ready for your honeymoon,
It was COVID.
yeah. Thank you for sharing.
It was a
with
week
us.
before the world shut down for COVID.
Right.
Yeah, you guys got like the last true vacation.
Seriously, not a joke. We got married on
Yeah.
leap year and day, and then March 15th was when the world shut down. We could barely get back into the United States
gonna
after
say.
we left St. Lucia.
Dang, leap year day. So y'all are only gonna have an anniversary once every 4 years.
Oh, everyone's
Oh, Nate, do not let
Oh,
Nate get away with that. We don't let him get away with that shit either. So don't let him get
No,
away
he doesn't
with
have to remember it.
You
I
better
just remember
it.
it every 4 years.
They went to the. You only get an anniversary every 4 years. Oh, look! Oh, he's so sweet. He also brought me my fireball.
Nice.
Let's take a shot together.
All right, let's do it.
Oh.
Cheers. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays, Carrie.
Oh, we don't celebrate Christmas? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas in my house, but happy holidays in some others.
That's
Hanukkah,
funny.
it's Hanukkah here.
Oh, well, happy Hanukkah. I would like to
There
be
you go.
Hanukkah because then I get 7 days of presents. That
8.
always sounds
8.
oh, well, whatever, 8. Oh.
You got
Eight's
8
better than 7.
8 crazy
The
nights.
fantasy analyst, Carrie Markham. 8 better than 7.
Yeah. I agree.
She can help me with the spreadsheets next time.
No, I'm not good with math.
But 8 is better than 7.
But 8 is
Carrie,
better than
Carrie.
7. Yeah.
Carrie, Star Trek or Star Wars? That's what we need to know.
It's Star Wars all the way, but I do like some Trekkie. I mean, I'm not,
Okay,
totally
so-
bad. I'm more of the old Star Wars, not the new Enterprise, just because I feel like the new Enterprise just went way crazy with like people. I don't know.
They've gone all
Yeah,
Hollywood.
we got
It went all
Yeah, we
Hollywood.
got to catch it. We got to catch you up. Chinese food. The General TSO. How do you say TSO? General.
Sows. Cows.
See, Tao.
Yeah,
She's like way out there, man. She's way out there.
Cat food.
Costco hot dogs. Yes or no?
I don't eat pork, so no.
They're beef.
Oh, I mean, who knows if there's even pork in there?
They're
No,
beef.
but-
They're all beef. It says it on the package. They're all
It's
beef.
actually wrapped in pork casing, but it's all beef made.
Don't let Ken know there's pork in there.
I got a lid two packers.
Oh, please. I'm not that Jewish.
But I really don't
Okay.
eat pork, and Nate doesn't like it because I don't eat bacon.
You're Jewish, just like
I'm
a little.
Jewish. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you make him eat turkey bacon?
He can eat whatever he wants. I don't eat it. He can make bacon.
Bacon's overrated.
Someone
Whoa.
muted Jorge's mic, and it's like the best thing that
God.
ever happened to
I'm
this.
coming in.
All right, so
I was saying, does he
you
make
when
turkey bacon for you?
you said Jordan,
I've been
right?
saying this for a couple
I'm
of years.
Jordan over
Overrated.
LeBron.
Right, Jordan
Jordan over LeBron. Yes. Okay, that's easy.
Wait a minute. Did anyone not hear what Doug just said?
What did he
did Doug
say?
say?
He said that bacon was overrated.
It's overrated, I'm telling you.
I totally agree with Doug.
It's the second most overrated food.
Doug,
actually,
we would
maybe
be
the
good
third,
friends
right.
if we lived closer. Todd, we would be too. I know it.
Wait,
I definitely don't think bacon's overrated.
So much
Cheese,
better parts
cheese,
to the pig.
cheese is so unnecessary. Cheese is like the
No.
most unnecessary thing.
No, it's
Lindsay, get
not.
out of here with this. Really?
Of course,
Really?
Lindsay with
not
the
cheese.
tofu.
That's what Nate doesn't like cheese. Hold on.
Would you
Oh.
rather have
Nate doesn't like cheese?
would you rather have a hamburger or a cheeseburger?
I mean, I would much rather just have the hamburger without the cheese.
Nate
my
doesn't
God.
like
And then
cheese,
you-
apparently.
And then you
I'm not a
throw
big fan.
bacon on it, and it's God made that.
God made what?
What?
cheese.
God
Bacon
made a
cheeseburger.
bacon cheeseburger.
And
apparently.
that's coming from a Jewish guy who A, shouldn't eat pork, and B,
Well, I was
shouldn't
gonna
mix
say,
meat with
can you
pork.
even eat the swine? I mean, is it even?
He loosely follows the book.
And whoever Hollywood Titan is,
It's
I'm
out
all
there.
about a good steak.
I got it sitting on the
Hollywood.
shelf.
That's
Yes.
If we're talking about books, let me plug it. Fantasy Black Book 2021. Aaron did the short
yeah, you know the
profiles.
black book.
Go to Amazon.com and
Who wrote that?
Yeah, I played against him in my fantasy team, and he kicked my ass. I'm just gonna say it.
What's his name?
Pizza.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pizza.
Joe Pizza. My
Little
name is-
Pizza.
Little Caesars beat you?
Oh, he whipped my ass.
What up, Hollywood?
Yeah, but
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, he did. Let's just be honest. Cheers again.
Yeah, I didn't
I
get
want to
one.
go over
Cheers.
the detail.
Cheers.
Y'all want to?
I guess
You wanna do what?
I guess I
I've
need to get a
already-
shot glass.
Sorry, guys. By the way, if you
How
hear
far is
me
it from here to y'all's house, Nate?
yell out every so
Come
often,
over.
boy is
We're not
driving.
that far.
Jorge, I just told him he could use his vouchers to go see you, and
Y'all
he
play
was
rummy?
like, "I do play rummy. I cheat though. I'll tell you that. I cheat."
Like the rubber.
Wait a second. What?
He asked if I play rummy, and I said, "Yeah, but I cheat."
And it's like, no wonder I always
He can use his vouchers to come see me. Is that what you just said?
I did. I told
Cheers.
him.
Wait, what vouchers?
I want to go on a road trip. I want to come out and see y'all.
Wait,
Hey, when
He's
we were
got
going on
that
our
one.
honeymoon,
Oh.
he's got vouchers to travel.
You went on your honeymoon. Wait,
Right.
I didn't even
But
get to
the-
go. I didn't even get to go on a honeymoon yet.
the,
Alyssa. I'm
first
sorry,
night
we're gonna
they
go on a
can't-
honeymoon.
our flight.
As soon as you're not
live
pregnant
up there?
one year that we have our anniversary.
Good
Giants
news
Browns
is
game.
that-
Oh,
I am
yeah.
watching it right now, and I'm watching Colt
Li-
McCoy drive the Giants
I'll
down
turn
the
it on.
field.
Lindsay's a big Giants fan, and she also follows Fantasy and Frames. She will tell you this in a second.
She's a very smart person.
It's her number one fantasy football site. Right.
Absolutely, as it should
Hey,
be.
did Lindsay just join a Madden Sim League? I think she just joined the Madden Sim League. Does that sound like something she'd do or no?
I don't.
Does Lindsay play Madden? Lindsay
does.
play Madden?
She doesn't play
It's-
Madden,
it's
but
a
she's
sim league, so
she's
you ain't gotta
nasty.
play.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
That's
she's
one.
here's two things to know about Lindsay. She's nasty at Mario Kart, and she loves The Sims.
and you called it Mario?
That's
That throws me off.
Is that a different game?
What's
Or
it?
is it Mario?
Wait, did I?
Mario Kart is that sounds like
That's
that
a
sounds like
great
Doug.
That's like
Mario and Luigi.
Mamaronic, or Mamaronic, or
Wait,
Mam-
Mario and Luigi? Wait, hang on.
Mario-
It's not Mario and Luigi? Wait, help me
It's
out.
Mario.
Mario.
I get. Oh, all right.
What the hell are the Giants doing?
Aaron goes, "Hey, she's sick at Mario Kart." I was like,
I love how
Mario
Nate and Carrie are talking like we can't hear them. That's my favorite part about Nate and Carrie.
By the way, I just want
They'll
to. I just
never
want to
hear
point out.
me.
What's
I just
going
want
on?
to point out
man?
how old I am. I was going to say the only Sims I like is Phil Sims.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, come on, Ken.
yeah.
And also I just watched the Giants. I just watched the Giants.
Uh,
field goal kick and throw the
But hey,
ball
I do want to
over.
say that I did hear something on the radio on the way home tonight. Was that the Jets won a football game today?
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Now, what does that mean for the first draft pick? Does that mean that they're out, or do they still get the first?
As of now, the Jags.
Yeah, I looked
Is
it
that
up.
true?
Is it the Jags?
Is that true?
They'll screw it up somehow.
I don't know, 'cause I feel like it's-
Oh, Mario Tennis. Oh,
Mario
I'm sorry.
Tennis.
That's right.
Mario Tennis.
Mario. I'm
It's
sorry. You guys
fantastic.
with the Mario. I mean,
Good
like,
Lord.
This
And you're
is how
from
much-
New-
of
you're
all
from
the
New York.
names,
Mario.
like, think of
Tennis.
all the names we've said
Not too many
incorrectly. You guys are going to
Marios in
crush
New
me
York.
for Mario and Mario. Come on.
We got some compliments going.
Oh yeah, my sister just got married. By the way, if you need a wedding officiant, I'm licensed to marry in South Carolina. So come on down.
Oh,
There
I,
you go.
I
Mari.
actually, do you know that I lived in
Mario
South
Mari.
Carolina?
Or I'm licensed to Mari. Yeah, right.
You live in South Carolina?
Yeah.
I actually lived in South Carolina. I lived in Hilton Head.
Where? Where at?
Oh, I love
isn't
Hilton
it
Head.
beautiful.
Yeah,
By the way,
It's-
by the way,
I know. I'm watching the football game, but it's not a football game anymore. It's
Quickly answer the question. Right
What's the-
now, the Jags have the number one pick based on the fact that
Why?
they played the weaker schedule.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
so
but
if the
at the-
Jets would have totally not have won this game today, they would have been
How
the
did
first
they
draft
beat
pick.
the Rams?
Win loss record is how you decide.
Okay, so all right.
As an owner, I'd
Let,
be pissed. I'd be like, "You blew
let's
it.
dig deep. Jorge, pull
Can't
up,
even lose
pull up
right.
their
Okay.
schedule. Pull up their schedule the rest of the way. We got to get Jets and Jags scheduled the rest of the way. Go ahead, Jorge. That's your job. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
looking at them now.
hate crime.
Okay.
Can't do that anymore.
All right.
I can't say owner anymore,
No.
but he owns the team.
No.
You can say owner. What the hell?
Hey, owner. Who says you can't say owner?
I'm just being cautious. Doug's here. Doug's gone. Look at this.
Great.
I get the whole bottom row is like the. It's probably no offense to the top row, but I see you mugs all the time. The bottom row is beautiful. It's a beautiful.
Oh, we love the bottom row, right? We love the bottom row.
Y'all didn't tell me Craig Council was going to be here.
Hey,
that was a great baseball reference right there.
Thank you. All
right, the Jet.
Jumping on.
what I want to know is
Yeah.
where's Dave, because I'm gonna need to know if he had to break out his space heater today at 65 degrees or not.
Yeah, we got
Dave's in the ocean. Dave's surfing. I mean,
Yeah,
what-
exactly.
It's just San Diego.
Aaron, you want the Jet
Yeah.
schedule or the Jag schedule first?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Jets first. Win loss. Let's go.
Jets have remaining Browns,
Yes.
Patriots.
Loss. Wait. Loss.
But yeah.
Yeah.
then
Remaining.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Then Patriots.
That's right.
Browns,
Uh,
Patriots.
Loss.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Against
Jaguars.
me?
The
They
Jaguars.
play each other.
Jaguars.
Oh wait, there's only 2 games left.
Yeah.
of the season?
Jaguars ain't beating
Oh,
nobody.
where am I?
Jaguars
What is
ain't
this? Week
beating
15.
Nope.
Yes. It
So
is.
the Jets play who?
The
Browns.
Browns and the Patriots in week 17.
Yep. And the Jaguars play.
The Bears next, and then the Colts last.
You say the Raiders next?
The Bears.
Oh, the Bears.
The
Bears and Colts. So those Bears and Colts are ahead of the Browns. Like, what are the combined records? Browns and
Friday.
So
Patriots.
the
It's gotta
Browns will
close,
be
right?
11. They'll have 11 wins after tonight, right?
Well,
I mean,
Colts
I'm
are
sorry,
already
Ken. I'm sorry, Ken.
Hey,
No, the
hey,
Colts are tied right now with Indy.
No,
they
don't
already
be
said that they were
sorry.
out on the way home, they said that Colts no longer have the.
This
They
is
no longer in
great.
First place.
This is
But
great.
they still have 2 games left, babe.
They're no longer.
I feel
What
like
are the
I'm-
records? What are the records?
thanks.
What are the records?
1-13. Or
Oh, this is our. No, I know they're both 1-13. Todd.
Hey, by the way,
What are the records of their opponents? Their opponents' records combined.
I believe today the Bears made it 4 games in a row with 6 sacks. Oh my God, when they play the Jaguars. Oh my
I know.
God.
It's going to be bad.
Doug,
Sweet
Doug,
Tom
if you would,
Brady.
if you watch, Nate,
Yeah. What's up?
Nate,
What's up?
because this is gonna hurt you, man.
What do you want?
While we were doing our pregame show, I was trying to put a little wager on all the things Riesling or
Brian
port.
bringing the heat here.
Oh, this isn't even close,
port.
Brian. This
Port.
isn't even close. It's port. I mean,
It's
it's
this sweet wine crap.
Brian.
Riesling is
Jay
something my
Cox,
wife would be downing.
bring us a little something better than that, Jay Cox.
He knows-
And I know.
Well,
he
that-
knows that.
He knows Carrie, and Carrie's a Riesling. Person.
Carrie.
Yeah, that's Jaycox just commented. Riesling.
Holy crap! Your wife is bringing.
Here is
fire.
my.
She brings more people than I do.
Okay, here's from my beautiful
What
wife.
Jay Cox
That's
said?
our wedding photo.
Hmm.
Question for y'all,
Hey,
fans
I
bros.
gotta go buy cigarettes
Which
before
part
the
of fantasy is more important?
closest
Draft,
store in 75 miles
fab,
closes.
Doug, just hop back on when you're back. When you're done.
Yeah,
What's
come
the
back
next
out.
one gonna
We'll
be
be all
around?
night.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll be here. Oh yeah.
we're not going anywhere.
All right.
What's
But
the
you know,
most
I got to
important?
take horseback to get there, so I'll be back.
All right, brother, we'll be here.
See you in a little
Okay,
bit.
my wife, who was born in Poughkeepsie, New York,
Okay,
she's dropping the y'all on Facebook, so that's
but
nice.
she knew.
Um,
But she knows
There's
Fab.
some
That's
accents going on
good.
here.
Man, this is not an easy answer here. Jorge, where you
Yes.
at?
It's the draft party where you do all the food.
Right
Draft
there,
party.
boom, right there. The draft party is where it's at. You have to have a live draft party first of all. Okay, what's the most important part of fantasy?
Can Hollywood take Doug's spot? Is what he's asking me right now, and I.
Hollywood, get in here,
I
brother.
say yes.
Let's go. We love
You
Hollywood.
got his email. Send him the
Send
show
him the
link.
link. Send him the link. Anybody else who's watching? Nate
Jump on
and
in.
Jorge will
Doug
send
had
you
to
the link.
run away
Yeah,
for
jump
just
in.
a minute. He'll be back.
Oh, let's
Hollywood is coming.
come on, let's
Friend of ours,
let's make this like a Brady
Don't
Bunch.
forget about your wife's
Jared.
question. Hold on.
Yeah.
which
Let's
part
get
of
back to
fantasy
this.
is
Let's
more
get to
important?
here. So
So the draft is more fun. Okay. Fab requires responsibility. Trading can be a you know what show because depending on who's in your league,
yeah,
people may not trade or people may be throwing out shady trade deals at you.
Or you
Like,
may get dressed down by certain people
So,
when you make
here's one way I explain this, in my opinion. I could.
She hears all
autograph-
these phrases all the time, by
Okay.
the way, which is
So,
why she's asking.
Alyssa, here's my take. you could auto draft and never do another thing. And if you auto draft versus regular draft, if you don't do in season fab or moves whatsoever,
You're not gonna win, right? You're not gonna
you could win you could still win a league if
You think so?
if you auto draft versus regular draft.
All right, Nate. Next year we're doing it. We're gonna enter a random ass league. We're gonna auto and see if we win.
But we have to do. But that's why I'm answering this question. Is I think the fab is the
Yeah.
most important.
Oh,
portion.
oh! You're going against it. Okay.
I'm thinking that I could win, or I could win if I draft or if I auto draft. But I don't think that I could win regardless if I don't do fab. It's impossible to win a league if I don't do anything in season, unless you just have the perfect draft, which is rare.
That's how I got rid
Yeah, but she's saying what's more important. Like if you screw up your
Fab.
draft, I don't.
Fab.
But if you screw up your draft, you think you could save it with a fab?
You think that if you had a perfect draft or almost what you consider a perfect draft, if you didn't do any fab, you would still win?
Man, this is a fantasy wives question that
You guys,
there's no right answer to. There's no right answer to, so it's a fantasy wives question.
all right, you get a list on. I'll get carry on. These two can talk and they'll hash it out, and then they'll both be in the Scott Fish Bowl, and they'll both beat us next year.
I'm gonna have to get her an invite.
We got Hollywood.
Hollywood, my dude. Welcome aboard.
That's Hollywood, right?
Hi,
there.
Hollywood.
Hollywood, my wife. Hollywood, my
Hollywood.
wife's got a question for you. My wife's got a question for you. Jorge,
Well,
put
first
that
of all, Hollywood, when you first come on, you got to tell us which football team you like.
yeah, football team you like.
Clearly, it's the Titans. Look at the background.
That was a hypothetical, I think, a joke.
Oh, well,
Whatever.
we don't
Okay,
have
and the-
we have
the-
blues in our background. We don't even have, of course, the KC wall.
She's pretty.
The
She's
sec-
pretty.
The second question:
That white
Chinese
one-
food. Chinese food. General TSO. Oh, the Jim Beam fire.
Jim Beam Peach.
Nice.
Nice.
Peach. Oh, peach. Okay. Yeah.
One second.
Hollywood. General TSOs. How do you say the TSO
Yes, so.
on the Chinese food?
General Sows.
Yes.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood's a
Wasn't-
guess, what she said.
General's house.
Chow.
Chow. See, like this is the most differentiated word in the English language.
So or Sal? I don't think so, because I think you just said with
Chow.
Mario and Mario.
Oh, Mario. I mean, you guys are.
I mean, he's
Mario.
killing my
Fuck outta
Italian
here.
roots over here. I'm like, oh.
I mean, a Pagliaro. A Mario.
New York is in Pagliaro, and he's like, it's a Mario. Hey, a Mario.
Well,
Yes,
I mean, it's a
we-
New York. It's a Mario.
That's a South Carolina in him right
Yeah, I guess so. Hollywood, welcome aboard to the S show that is the Fantasy and Frames.
That's all right.
Coincidentally, that's
Fantasy
how,
and Frames holiday party.
that's how Hollywood and I met, is through
now. A shit show?
the
I
actual
watched-
podcast,
I
The
watched-
Shit Show.
Yeah, I watched you guys on the show.
That was a great one. That was one. We never found out who actually won our fake believe draft that we did.
That draft, I followed
wasn't
along.
there.
I was
It was me, Doug, and
Jorge, Carrie. Jorge, Carrie is your biggest fan, by the way.
Hey, no
Carrie,
shit.
Carrie is your biggest
Thank
fan.
you.
Bunch of bullshit.
I can't hear any of y'all.
You can't.
Oh, well, turn it up.
By the way, you like my Star Trek bottle opener, the USS Enterprise, right now? Yeah.
We don't get it. We don't get it. Most of us.
I can't do that. Pinky.
You can't do it?
No, I can't. I got this damn plate in my hand.
Oh.
Blame piece of metal there, Nate. Just blame a piece of metal.
I will.
Nah,
I will.
always with the fucking excuses.
I know. How's his knee, by the way? Is he taking care of
Family
his knee?
show. Boy.
Oh, we got
Oh,
Brian.
I do remember how we got that bum knee.
Jay Cox, my man.
We're trying to get Brian. We're trying to be. But
I would
double
say
checking
half.
now, brother.
He's had Carrie as a bartender before, and
Heavy hand. Heavy
he will
hand.
tell you it's a little bit of this, and then it's into just a drink that. So Carrie,
A whole
when I
lot of
met
that.
her, yeah. Oh, Jim Beam
Oh,
Peach, huh?
yeah.
I got
Wait,
crowned-
but why peach? But Hollywood, why peach, man? Like, why not just the Jim Beam and the ice? I
Is
don't
it
know.
delicious?
I'm sure you're not.
It's delicious.
Are all you guys ice people?
Ice
Ice.
people? What do you mean? Like Smirnoff
Like ice in
people?
your drinks.
Wait, Todd,
I
you
don't-
don't put ice in your
I don't do flavors.
No, I drink it neat. Always.
Oh my goodness,
Hold on,
Todd
hold on.
is a
Let's go back to Hollywood for a second. You said, why are you drinking peach? Because you like it? I mean, obviously, right?
It's cold in here.
I don't.
Nope. He said, "Are you? Can you hear us?"
Yeah, I don't do a lot of flavors like apple, vanilla,
Okay.
all that stuff. I hate it. I think it sucks. I think it
Yeah.
sucks. It's, but once you do this, man, there ain't nothing better.
But Hollywood, let's be real, right? Like the Jim Beam original, like is the peach is better than the original?
Thanks, Brian. I think we have a little streaming delay. No,
And the Jim
I-
Beam
no,
peach.
I'm
Did
with
they
I'm
use
with
a-
Hollywood, man. I like the fact that he's gonna have the flavor to it. Jim Beam can have some type of kick to it. No, I'm with him. If you know what, if you're gonna get drunk, if you're gonna spend the money on booze, you
Usually
usually spend money on booze that you enjoy having.
I disagree.
Right. Usually I do
they're
a
not
Jim
right.
Beam like Devil's Cut or just regular Jim Beam.
Right. So
All
like,
right. Well,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ori. Go ahead, Ori.
No.
Listen. Let's just piggyback off of my wife, which I've been doing for the last like 6 years. Right? Like,
Oh, that sounds. a little
let's be
personal.
real.
Easy kid.
You know, we're gonna have a therapy session all for this.
Second
It'll be a
baby coming
long
in
night,
March.
folks. Get ready.
Like she asked the question about the you know the importance of draft and fab and trade and like, all right, let's be honest with the people, because you know what we do sometimes, we cater. All right, we're gonna start
Just
again.
come out and say it.
Let's stop freaking catering to the people that we want to listen to our show and cater to the people who are listening to our show. Because, you know, it would be really cool if Vlad Sedler, I love you, Vlad. I hope you listen to it Perfectly Framed. It'd be really cool if Vlad Sedler listened to Perfectly Framed. It'd be awesome if DVR listened. It'd be amazing if, you know, Adam, I don't even know, if Matthew Berry listened to Fourth and Frames. That would be so cool.
Did he just
But
say
you know
Matthew
what? There's-
Perry?
Barry.
I just heard him say Vlad the Impaler. Did anybody else
Vlad the
hear that?
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler. Like that would be really awesome. But you know what the truth,
15-7-5.
I can't.
you know what
I'm
the truth
just
is.
saying,
though?
that's what I heard.
I'm just saying.
The
I heard
truth
Matthew
is-
Perry. I was like, okay.
And I'm watching Darius Slayton.
I hate Friends. By the way, second to Star Wars, I hate Friends.
Oh,
Whoa.
Friends is terrible. Anyway,
Whoa.
Bye, Nate.
Offended
Bye,
by
Nate.
friends, really?
Mine.
Why do you not like Star Wars?
No. I'm just saying the
doesn't have a
there's
soul,
better
Carrie.
stories. There's better stories.
He doesn't have
But
a
here's-
soul. Is the answer? To that.
I don't have a soul. It's probably true. Yeah,
why.
it's probably true.
That's
I mean,
why.
I'm
But here's the.
What's there
Here's
not to love?
here. No, I tried. I tried so hard. Lindsay got me like the order to watch it in. My sister-in-law, she was like, "Watch it in this order. You're gonna really love it." I didn't really love it. Anyway, the point of the matter is, like indie shows like we are, we are headed in the right direction, and we have really built.
Hey,
Jorge
Hollywood,
and Ken and I.
Let him finish.
We talked a lot about. It's okay, Carrie. I get interrupted every day.
She can talk to me in
by,
the chat.
by your husband. By your
I'm
husband.
just
and Jorge.
saying. Keep
Hey,
it
she can
pouring.
talk over here in the chat to me.
Yeah. And so
Side note.
all so like we spend a lot of time on like and not just us.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Lindsay.
Lindsay. I appreciate the effort. We
I'm
spend a
gonna
lot
be
of time.
Best friends with Lindsay. It sounds like.
Well, Lindsay sounds pretty kick-ass.
I mean,
Lindsay's awesome.
bye.
Cheers.
You've been replaced.
Oh yeah.
Aaron and I have been
We're doing
replaced
it.
by Lindsay and Carrie.
Yes, we're fun.
Yes.
Nice.
Whatever. I guess we'll go back to our perfectly framed.
Baseball every day, 795 teams, 4,000 games a day.
I
Keep it
love
up.
it.
Can't
I think
wait.
she gets it, Nate. This is awesome.
She
God.
does get
Oh,
it.
and we can't just do one baseball league. We got to do 19. So that's 5 million players a day.
Now she gets it.
There you
Now
go.
she really
That's
gets
what
it.
we're talking
And
about.
I draft the 2 industry leagues, the TGFBI and the Wrestlam, on our
On your honeymoon.
I was gonna say
Aw.
that's what I wanted to thank her for earlier. Thank you for sharing your
Oh, yeah.
newlywed husband during your honeymoon for that.
I mean,
She might not have known I was doing it.
I might have been COVID, so it's okay. I was dead on our honeymoon. You guys know that
Yeah.
story. I died.
She did almost.
I know it was bad. They said it was
Poor
the Caesar
Carrie.
salad, but I'm thinking it was something else.
Hmm.
Check out.
Caesar
The
salad.
things that I hear when I don't say a word.
Brian gets me.
Yeah, let
Brian's
everybody
always
else talk.
happy.
Yeah, I know.
Ken, what's going on in the Giants game? Anything fun?
I just picked the
Right
field
now,
goal.
it's
That's
being
nothing.
spilling money out because somebody cracked it open, but no.
They
Dynamite.
actually kicked the field goal instead of doing a fake field goal, which they did in their first drive.
Nick Chubb only has 1 point. Jesus.
Go ahead.
Oh, we talked about this, Jorge. The Giants' run defense. We talked about this morning. Stop with the.
We had it this
Chubb.
morning. I don't remember this. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I know. I remember.
About this too, and I noticed a friend of mine who in my league that I do with my brother Jorge's in it. He's in the playoffs. He's going to lose. He was going to lose anyway, but right now he's starting both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Oh, another thing we talked about, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Starting 2 running backs on the same team.
Yes.
So I'm a Chubb fan, but you can keep Hunt.
Oh, Jesus. That could have went a lot of ways.
I was going to take you to go in a completely
I'm
other
saying-
direction.
That could have went a lot of ways, Carrie.
Well, all of you.
I was hoping I was not the only one that got that one.
The only thing that would have made that better is
Nick Chubb, I think, is
his name wasn't Kareem, but it was Mike. But
I did not
I
go with
go,
the first. I did not go. Hollywood.
is dying.
See, this is why Todd needed to join us. He needed a smile for the day.
Yeah, I literally, I'm
I'm
sitting here, I
around
didn't
room
say
with
that,
a
and I
Saints
see
jersey
Hollywood
in the
start to see it.
background. What are you doing? Where's your Saints jersey?
Oh, I'm not in that room. I'm in a little office.
Oh, well,
I just threw it up real quick.
throw the jersey on, I guess.
She was waiting to talk shit to you the
I can't throw
entire
it on.
so you
I
know
can't
that.
throw it on. It's signed. Reggie Bush actually signed that.
I know, and how much?
What do you mean? How much?
I'm just joking. I mean,
No,
but
I
how
met him
much?
at the. I lived in Phoenix for a while. And, I met him at the Waste Management.
Hollywood, welcome to the shit show, brother.
They invited me.
I love it. She's the best
They-
part.
They said,
I
"Come
gotta
down,
get
sir."
off for 1 second.
Oh well, Todd,
You know what's crazy,
I do
like-
like that you like the Saints because I actually I don't know. I think they're a great team, and
That's where I'm from. So
Drew Brees himself, I mean, he's an incredible player. We all know that. But just as a man and the way he raises his kids and his boys and even his daughter, I mean, they're just a great team, and they've supported New Orleans, and it's just good to see. It's good to see for that city.
it's crazy how tough he is too.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
hello. We just
well, yeah,
broke our
he put that-
ribs and we're
he
going to
puts
come
that
back and play
iron.
against Mahomes. Hello.
I was gonna say he puts that iron on his face every week before the
Exactly.
plays. I mean, that's
I
fucking
will have
crazy.
you know, I hurt my knee and I was out for a few days. And Drew Brees
And he made every podcast.
did. So, you know, thank you very much.
Carrie only
No
rolled her eyes
IR.
like 6 times at that.
Oh,
No,
she
he said,
did.
he goes, he hurt my knee. Oh, okay. Is that your meniscus thing that we can't?
Was supposed to have surgery for it? Yes. It's supposed to be surgically repaired.
Or was that the heel spur? Or was
Oh,
that the
no.
bunion? Or
Do we have
was
to
it
call Nate's mom now? Is that what we're going to have to do?
the doctors?
I went to the doctor and they did an MRI and they said, you need surgery.
They did.
And then, like, you're too tough. You don't get surgery. And I was like, makes sense.
Well, they didn't say that.
Makes sense. I did the little shoulder shrug. All right.
But we'll go with that. That sounds like a much better story.
So, Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Looks like Derrick Henry was that? What were we? 9 yards short of the average needed to get to 2,000.
Oh.
What are the final 2 games?
Carrie's
Does he
enthralled.
get there?
She's
What are the final 2 games we need to get there?
Who do they play? And will
Why
he
was
get
he not on the field on a third
Well-
and goal earlier today?
yeah.
Oh,
Darrington
oh,
Evans got
yeah.
that one, right?
Yeah.
We got
That was lame.
Green Bay week, so he'll probably have at least 200 against me.
that? Yes. Who else? Green Bay and what? I don't even
Yeah,
know.
he'll run all
I
over
think
them.
it's gonna be a Green Bay Super Bowl.
The Texans.
Yeah.
Oh shit, the
Texans.
Texans too.
Oh, he can go
nailed
for
it.
250 in each game, easy.
Yeah.
I got.
How many more yards does he need
Yeah.
total?
He'll smoke both of them. Should.
Excuse you.
Yeah, give me a
whoever-
number. That was me.
Hey, do you anybody have the red zone out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we watch the red zone, right? And you know, like they after the 3:00 show, they usually do the touchdowns rerun, like everybody
Yeah.
touchdowns, they do the recap. Okay. What I needed last week was a recap of all the kickers that missed a field goal. I mean,
Extra point.
seriously. What?
Extra point.
Kickers kick a field goal.
No, it's an extra point, but same thing.
Harry, I thought you watched the show. We don't play kicker.
Yeah.
I know we don't play kickers. I know we don't. But every point counts, as Aaron said this morning. Every point counts. So even if we have a kicker,
Uh-huh.
it's a point.
Carrie!
This is
She
all I'm saying.
Carrie, listening.
Oh, I might be.
You're the only woman in my life who listens.
Oh,
The
and then
only
he
woman
also
in my
said
life who
drop
listens.
Dan Bailey
That's who
because
it was.
Dan
Bailey.
Bailey kicked him to the curb because he sucks. But I gotta tell you, 3 years ago, I was all about Dan Bailey on my fantasy. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna draft Don Bailey, and Nate was like, the last person you draft is Don
And
Bailey.
his name's not Don, it's Dan.
Whatever, Don,
Shit's
Dan,
great.
it's the same shit. Just added
They
that.
all-
And Dan Bailey also kicked. He went 2 for 2 with 3 extra points, so he was the I think the
Best kicker today.
fifth.
He was probably like kicker 8.
That's what we should probably do a shot to that.
Hey,
But
shot
anyway,
out,
what
Dan
I'm
Bailey.
saying
I'm going to get a shot glass so that
I got my
a shot.
double shot.
What I'm saying is on the red zone.
I'm in.
Know how
Let's do
to
it.
do the recap of all of the touchdowns. Last week we had so many missed extra points
There you go.
There we go.
Congratulations, you earned yourself
Okay.
a shot.
that
for-
they should have done a recap of how many players. I mean, it was sad.
Oh,
Anybody
shit.
else agree?
Yeah. No.
So I think
Bailey
we're
had like 5
I'm
field
really
goals.
little-
excited about that conversation. Anyway,
I think you
move
need to
on.
make a collab of all the kickers and,
Hold
send
on,
them,
hold on.
and that can be your first contribution to fantasy and fantasy.
Hollywood. I hear what you're trying to say.
All right, collective cheer. Is
I gotta ask,
Aaron
is that 4 roaches good?
Oh wait, we're waiting on Aaron.
Yeah.
You are.
the 4 Roses is really good. Oh, look who's here.
Who is this?
That is Jake.
Out of nowhere.
Jake Thompson.
Oh my God, he's finally on the show.
Oh damn.
Jake,
House.
Jake,
What's up, Jake?
I dropped off
What's
your
going
cookies
on,
to your front
Jake?
door and you had a whole bonfire going, and now I smell like bonfire. Where were you?
I don't think he
How
knows.
about
you
New
were in
England
New
today?
England? Okay.
Now, we went to go surprise Donnie, and they weren't even there.
I know. I saw that.
Well, we're doing a
Yeah.
cheers
We're
for
doing
every
cheers.
every extra point missed last week.
Yeah. Extra
So-
kicker
You
that
know, I
does
got
not
one,
kick, but yet they get paid to kick. Like
Cheers,
weather.
off.
It's like the weatherman.
Cheers,
To
y'all.
kickers.
The
kickers.
kickers.
Who needs them?
To
The
Dan.
Don Bailey.
To Don.
To Don
To Don
Bailey.
Bailey. And Mario.
On
Mario. Mario.
And Jake, how do
I'm
you
never
say?
gonna live down the Mario.
How do you
Never.
say
Ever.
TSO?
TSO. General TSO.
Carrie
Jake.
is on it. She is on it right now.
Yeah. We gotta get Carrie on the show.
Yeah.
You hear that,
Come
Jake?
on, Ben. Come
You
on.
just gotta know. I heard
Jake.
that. You just gotta
Jake.
know.
Chinese food, Jake.
What's that?
General TSO. General TSO. How do you say the TSO?
General
Damn,
So's.
There you go.
So
No.
guy.
No.
He's a so guy. No.
That's what it is, right?
That's right.
Am I
I don't know
wrong?
if
That's
they're
horrible.
wrong.
Well, I say Joe.
We have no idea.
He says, Todd says
Joe.
what? What do you say?
I
I
say
say
No.
Joe.
He says Cho. He's the only one who says Cho.
some young guy.
Speaking
Oh,
of Chinese, we had the worst Chinese last night. It was terrible.
See, Hollywood keeps listening to Carrie.
I heard what you said.
Carrie.
I heard she said too.
Oh, you,
Oh, Lindsay has a very good
Lindsay,
point.
Get on, Lindsay.
Not everybody has
Ask
this
Alexa.
special little task like I got. See, I got the backdoor
Alexa.
buttons I can hit.
Oh,
I can mute people. I can kick them off. Jorge didn't know I gave me
Does
power.
he have the backdoor buttons, Carrie, that he can hit?
Ew.
We're dying to know. We're dying to know.
Just use his fake remote to hit
You
you,
should
so you know he doesn't.
Yes, what is that? What are you holding?
Hey, that's the cookies we brought.
What is that thing?
He put a ring
That's
on
a
it. I can't talk about the back door button.
It's a gift from
Greta's
Mrs. Mary.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Those are cookies.
It was left on my doorstep. Left on my doorstep.
I know, I did that.
See what we got in here.
Todd,
we got
if
here.
you lived closer, she would have brought you cookies as well.
I know.
But
Yours would have been better than Jake's.
no, that's probably true.
Just saying they would have.
So the good news is Jake and I have a team. It's that double up, Aaron, that we talked about earlier.
Aaron just took his
It
earrings
is
off.
now.
No, I'm
in-
listening. The double up.
It's we're second overall in the top about top 150 in the actual overall.
Thank you,
Which
Calvin
doesn't make
Ridley.
shit any extra, by the way. But
You can't say that word. We got
we can
another
do whatever we want.
exclamation
No,
point.
where's the exclamation point that you're talking about?
When you say a bad word, an exclamation point comes on your screen because you said a bad
No way. Does it really?
It does
Say
not.
fuck. Watch.
Nuh-uh, shit.
She said, "Say fuck."
Where? Motherfucker.
Fuck.
No, I didn't see it. There's no
Whoa,
explanation.
take away the rights. Take away the rights.
There's no exclamation point though.
You can't see it.
Oh, man.
Did you see my name
I
that
can't see
came
it
out?
either. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I know that.
We're about to need a beat button in here.
Yeah, I can do the same thing. Unmute. I got total control.
Oh.
Or he doesn't know that he
Oh, I-
screwed up.
He can't hear you.
He gave
We're on
me.
mute.
We're not on mute. Watch.
You were on mute, but you're not on mute anymore.
See, I can go to this right here.
You know, you can mute me, but I'll just keep talking.
Suck on that one. Now what? Dummy.
I don't do that. I like her.
See?
Oh, Jorge.
Ah.
About Jorge, I like that Jorge moved the fantasy and frame sign down. At the beginning of the season, it was way far up, and I didn't like it. And I like that he moved it. And Todd, you got rid of your spinning fan above your head.
Oh,
That-
I know. I was about to say Jorge got rid of the lights on top of his head show.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And where's the guy that always sits on
Where's
the
the old
porch? And
Doug.
yeah,
Dave,
Doug needs the
Oh,
mute
Doug.
button.
Doug's
No, not
back.
Doug.
No, Dave. Dave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you. That's what I forgot to do.
Not this guy.
Dave's the Australian guy, right? Or
Yeah,
British
Dave
guy?
is
Brilliant.
Who are you talking about?
The guy that from Alabama, Georgia.
that's
British
wrong.
Texan.
She's talking about me. I'm from Alabama.
No, that's not. She knows who Dave is. Dave sent us a bunch of good stuff. Hit mute.
Hey, there's a mute button.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We don't have anybody from
From
Georgia.
now on, you'll have to come
No.
on together every show. From now on.
It's fine. I said Doug was just on here. I said you
know.
love Doug.
He went on a cigarette run. He'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I know he had to go get a run.
Well, you don't know.
All right. Question.
So
Boo.
who's from Alabama?
Well, no, Doug is not from Alabama.
Where's he?
I'm from Mobile.
His name's Oklahoma Doug.
Oh.
No, Todd is from Alabama.
I'm from like Mobile, Baton Rouge,
Oh,
Biloxi, you know, the whole South area.
I can't talk to Todd.
DC.
I am not from Alabama, but my brother went to school there.
Oh, well,
I have
I'm
family in Alabama.
I'm actually War Eagle all day. And so,
You mean Roll Tide? Is that what you mean? Okay.
no, that's not what I mean.
Did anybody see Tiger's son?
No, I can't do the roll tide.
Did anybody watch the golf game yesterday? Did anyone see Tiger's son
You
hit
know,
the five iron?
I would have watched golf.
And it was so close, huh?
I would have
that
watched
dude's
golf.
so
but I just
good.
came off balls, and I wanted to watch it dry.
It's
And y'all see,
amazing.
that's my golf tattoo. I always watch
I
golf.
mean, Tiger's son. I'm gonna need to take lessons from him.
Nice.
And he's like,
Cool.
it's crazy because when he hits his driver, he goes so hard into his driver. And if y'all have not watched the series, if y'all golf at all and y'all have not watched that series Tiger Woods released on I don't know, it was like
HBO
50
Max.
bucks. Yeah, watch that series because he talks about swinging your driver 110% on every drive, and then that's what his kid does. And then you see his kid.
Jake,
110, bro.
About 150.
Todd, you
baby.
just won the
That's
driver.
possible.
50 out of your
That is
shit.
not possible.
Yeah, altitude shoot. That's what he preaches, and that's what that kid does. And then he goes and hits his irons, and they are the smoothest shots. He's just so smooth with his irons.
2021 Fantasy and Frames Golf Invitational. I'm in.
Golf.
Oh my God! Is
seriously,
that the
listen,
next sport we're doing? Are we doing golf next?
Tiger
An invitational. No, an invitational. An
I know
invitational
my golf.
tournament.
I know my golf.
Oh my
Hey.
God!
Jake and I were at the,
No, I-
the PGA
Haven't
Championship
had
last
jazz
year.
golf.
So Tiger had
Todd.
that was his first big run.
Who did you say?
Todd and I will spot anybody 9. What do you want to
there,
spot him? 9
By
strokes?
the way, I was there too, and I actually got.
I played community
All right,
college.
big dog, we got him.
If we're talking
9?
about
What do you want to spot him? 12? 12? Any twosome? Any
Here's
twosome?
our-
12?
Not right now. I'm not that good right now. I'd probably shoot.
2021,
If I went out
Todd.
today, I might shoot
2021.
like an 80.
You're
Give me a
spotting
couple
Jake
days. I used to be a 4 handicap, 3 handicap.
A 4 handicap. Fuck, we'll
Yo,
give you 18.
Yo, I used to
We'll
shoot
give you
in the-
18 strokes.
Yo, in high school, I shot in the 70s every day.
Go grab my
We'll give you
picture,
18 strokes.
golf.
No, Nate, bring it on, brother. Todd and I are taking on you and anybody else in this podcast.
We just
All right,
lost
I'll
Hollywood.
strokes.
You know what?
She's
I'll
about
go
to
ahead.
she's about to grab my high school, college
There it
golf
is.
photo
Okay.
from me. Just letting you
Yo,
guys
I
know.
played in college too. Let's get it, Nate.
How many aces you got, Todd? How many aces?
I don't have one.
Literally run a
Have
race.
you seen them? Have you seen
I
one
have
going?
an eagle from a fairway on a par 5, but I don't have
Yeah.
an ace. I've been
Have you
like
seen
damn
one? Have-
close, but
Have you
Shut
seen
the
it?
hell
Have you
up.
seen it?
No way.
What is this thing?
Oh
Wait,
my
get
God!
that closer.
Come on, put that back in. Bring that back. Bring that
Scan
back.
that.
I see that.
Scan
I
that.
see that.
Bring that back.
Jorge, you see that?
She's gonna hang
Bring
Nate.
that back. guys. Come on.
I
Bring that
found the
back.
replacement for the logo. Jorge. It's right there.
Oh man!
Mama.
You know, I didn't
That's
play golf
amazing.
in college. I played drinking games. That
Wasn't
was
it so cute?
Oh,
you got to bring that picture back. We got to see that.
Yeah, we're
Wasn't
good.
he so
Yelled
cute?
at me. He was like, "Get it away!"
I don't want these guys to
In
get
ni-
excited. You know,
it's amazing. It's amazing. In 1965, you had the style of wear white pants. In
it's true.
1965,
It was. I had
Down. I'm
cougar time.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah, well, you can say no, but
at Moscow Mule. I didn't your copper
no,
cup.
he's not.
I drank. Here's a story about my wedding. This is my wedding cup. This is
With your head.
This is my wedding cup. This is my wedding cup. We drank all the Moscow Mules on the Isle of Palms in South Carolina, every bit of ginger beer, and they haven't been able to replace it in the last 3 years. Like we drank so much.
Do you
Yeah.
need ginger beer? I can send you some.
Please, 3198 Morningdale Drive, Mount Pleasant.
Do we have your address?
Hey, now so does the entire world. So I hope it gets some. I know.
I hope the entire world has ginger beer. I'll never do that.
Right now. There are
The world is watching, Carrie. Thank you for your. I love your support.
That's right. Exactly.
Carrie's like all of Portugal is going to send you their ginger beer from Portugal.
Portugal.
Guys, don't sell yourself short.
Ginger beer. I just can't imagine that tastes good.
Oh, with
No.
vodka, it tastes amazing.
Oh yeah, when
Wine,
you can't taste it, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like Jägermeister.
Ginger beer in with whiskey.
In what?
Why not? Yeah.
For what?
Just mix all that shit together.
Why not?
Ask Jay Cox a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and
I
he
can't.
drank it up, and he was like, "Okay, now I'm buzzed."
Yeah, Carrie worked for Buffalo Wild Wings the first year that we met each other, that we knew each other. And every Sunday,
We did.
seriously, every Sunday we would get
I
hammered.
worked
I would go watch
my-
every game.
I was the bartender on Sunday and Mondays. You want to know why?
Why's that?
It was football days, and I was like, "Oh, I love football." Now, the only time that I did not like working at Buffalo is when it was March Madness.
Hold on. Why is Jake wearing gloves inside?
Because
He's
not
outside. He's
inside.
in the garage.
I'm not into
Oh.
it.
I'm like,
whoa,
what in the world? Does he not have a heater?
We're not in. Yeah, there it is. Look at that.
Wow,
All right.
shit. Look at Jake.
You are living it up, man.
Hey, so
Oh my
Jorge, Nate,
gosh.
Jorge, Nate. So me and Aaron are gonna take y'all on. I just sent y'all a video. Tell me how many strokes y'all want me to give y'all.
I've never
18.
in my life.
Let's
Why am
see.
I
Oh
being
no,
volunteered?
36.
I
Todd,
was gonna send it to Aaron too, but
yeah,
I-
36. 36.
I played
many
drinking
strokes?
games, Todd, not golf.
Todd, is this you giving us like how you think you play?
Oh, he's-
already.
Oh.
Are
know
you
how
at
to play.
Top Golf?
Oh, look at me at Top Golf.
That's not
I
Top
take-
Golf. I don't
Top
go to.
Golf.
I've never
Oh,
been to Top Golf. I've never been to Top Golf in my life. I'm
Okay, well, where is that?
Todd, we got to put like a G
Oh,
on this.
God,
36 shots. What do you want to give him?
Nope.
72 strokes.
Holy
What do you want
shit,
to give him?
hole in one?
I actually
Todd,
did
what do you
hit
wanna
the
give
pin
him?
on that. Yeah.
Crap.
I'm gonna give you
I did
5
hit the
strokes.
pin on that one.
I'm like
They
a
don't
10 or
want
11.
Hey, Nate,
I'm like a 10 or 11, Todd.
Oh, and we're doing
Nate.
best ball, bro, all day.
Yeah.
And I can hit it-
What do you want to give him? Oh yeah. What do you
I
want to
can
give
hit
him?
it 300 plus easy off the tee too every time.
Yeah. But what do you want to give him?
So
What do you
I
want
would
to
give
give him?
them. I would give those two at least 20.
36? Can we give him 36?
You want me to give you 20 strokes? That's a lot of strokes.
I'll play by myself with 20 strokes.
I've never played
Yeah, well,
golf.
but what are you gonna do? But Nate, what are you gonna do after the 11th?
Nate!
What are you gonna do after the 11th? Just watch.
Shoot like 6 under. Maybe 7 under. You ain't shooting
Yeah,
7 under.
for the touchdown.
Actually, there was a best ball tournament I
He's
played
Tiger
in.
Woods' son.
There's a best ball
Tiger
tournament
Woods.
I played in with my best buddies in high school. It was put on by my high school.
This is the best part of this show. By
And
the way.
Hollywood
it was
with
a
the best
4-person
friends.
team, right?
I love
And all of us
Hollywood.
were all big Ricky Fowler
Yes.
fans. We all ordered matching Ricky Fowler shirts. We
BFFs
had matching
ever.
shoes, matching
Yes.
hats. We showed up to the tournament and shot a 59.
Half a heart.
Everybody
That's
can
dope.
cheat. It's easy to do.
Oh,
That's right.
cheat, Nate. Nate's that guy.
Hey,
Nate's
that's
that
the
guy who
thing.
cheats. Like,
Hey Nate, the best wood in my club is not my pencil. It's my 3.
Kid,
It's
I'm
your,
like
oh,
It's my 3. Whoa.
I know nothing of what's being discussed. I don't play golf, but I think Todd just burned Nate.
he
Hey,
would.
what I want to
Yeah.
know is when am I supposed to light my 8th candle? Today?
What?
Is it
Bro,
number
she
8?
did 8 presents instead of 7.
Ken, Hanukkah, go.
Oh, right. Sorry. Giant game. Yeah, I think today's the 8th day.
Today's the 8th day. I light the 8th candle, right?
there you go.
All right.
See?
Who got me a present? Anyone?
Hold on.
Taylor?
It's in the
Uh-oh.
mail. I'm sending
Ken
it right
did.
now.
Ken's.
Jake, I got
I
you a
hate
gift.
typecasting, but Ken's
Look
got us
in your
covered.
box.
so.
He just showed it to us.
Did you look in it? Jake,
Yeah, what are
What?
you going to do?
did you look at
What?
all your cookies?
What? Yeah, I've been eating them.
Oh, okay. They're fresh.
Is there something? Is there something on the bottom or
Hey,
something?
Oh,
They're not from Doug.
Championship banner behind
That's not Doug. That's not Doug or Todd.
no, they're all Jake's.
I ate them. I ate the caramel
got, Ken?
pretzels and a
They're
couple of
not
chocolate
from
chips.
Doug or Todd.
Oh, they're not. I got
They're good. Should I expect him to feel something here shortly? Is that what you're saying?
Are we expecting something from you, Ken, or what were you doing?
Holy moly.
Ah, gonna light 'em up?
nice.
Nate's
So you
like,
got-
I finally got some alone time.
You got
All
the
right.
Wait, does it go left to right, or it starts in the middle and then
There's-
moves out?
There's 7
No,
people
left-
in the chat
left
here.
to
I
right.
need some help.
Wait, that's 9. That's 9.
Yeah, you got the one in the middle.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I
Yeah,
thought
what's
there
the
were
one in
8
the middle
days.
mean?
So why would you get 9?
Okay.
Yo.
Now you're going to embarrass me because now I'm not going to be able to answer your question. Because I have the menorah. That doesn't mean I know everything about it.
I have a menorah, but I don't know what everything.
Jeremy should be on the show too, because he could help figure this out.
Yeah, somebody get Jeremy on.
The mystery of the
Yeah.
night, the candle and the menorah.
All right. Guys,
go ahead, Eric.
Serious question.
What was the
Serious question.
Serious
question.
question.
I'm
Okay.
I'm in a very serious mock draft for baseball.
Oh, well,
Super
here we go.
serious. Yeah, and I need to make a pick right now, and I'm only gonna make the pick based on Hollywood's selection. Okay, so you guys listen, and I'm gonna give Hollywood my choice.
Oh God, no.
I need a second closer. I already drafted Josh Hader early, and I need to follow him up with another closer. So here are my choices. Ready, Hollywood?
Edwin Diaz.
He's already taken.
He's long gone.
Way gone.
Long gone.
Second club.
I'm gonna give you like 5, okay? And you tell me which one you're gonna draft.
Mock draft?
What is that?
Serious mock draft. TGFBI. TGFBI mock.
Okay.
Serious.
For nothing.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Giovanni Gallegos, possibly the closer for the Cardinals.
He's not.
They have 5
Hector Neris. Hector Neris,
Who's
possibly the closer for the Phillies.
Until they sign Liam Hendricks. Continue.
Okay.
Right.
Josh Stallman, maybe possibly the closer for the Royals.
That might be more likely until they sign
Okay.
Alex Colomé. Continue.
Do we really think the
Lucas
Orioles
Sims.
need to sign anyone though?
Lucas Sims, maybe possibly the closer for the Reds.
Boy, if Amir
Name.
Garrett wants that job,
I know.
And he even
Rafael
said it,
Montero.
too.
Rafael Montero, maybe possibly the closer for the Seattle Mariners. And Matt Barnes, maybe possibly the closer for the Boston Red Sox.
Oh,
You got to
I
pick
already
one of
know.
them.
God, you can't
I'm
wait.
going with
another
Hollywood. Nate, no, I
already
can't wait
know.
another round.
Do you know, Aaron? You know the sort of Wally Pipp story with Rafael Montero, right?
I mean, Rafael Montero is nah.
He came. He came up with the Mets, and
Oh no, yeah, of course, yeah.
he was supposed to be the starter, but he got hurt, so they took the other guy that they had in the bullpen to start.
He's
and
got his
that was
Manhattan going.
You remember who that was? Who was the other guy that they got starting instead of Rafael Montero because he got hurt?
The outside
Lee
guy
Smith.
from Montero.
Who was the
No, they were going to bring up Rafael
Who's your
Montero.
third guy?
This was a few
Yes.
years ago.
Yep.
And he got hurt.
2014.
Yeah, and he got hurt. So who did they end up bringing up to instead of him?
Well, it can't be DeGrom, can it?
2014.
It can be.
High school.
It can be DeGrom, yeah.
It was
Well,
David
DeGrom was a
DeGrom.
shortstop, though.
Charlotte Flair
DeGrom was
came
a
back
shortstop.
He was
yeah.
a shortstop in college.
Yeah. And he pitched, but
He was a pitcher in the Mets.
yeah, pitcher in the minors, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But they brought him up when Montero got hurt.
Yep. That's what it was.
Wow.
Wait,
Well,
how old is Montero?
DeGrom has been gone for 19 rounds. DeGrom has been gone for 19
Yeah.
rounds.
Sure.
So I can't
Wait,
draft
how old is
DeGrom.
Montero?
25. Let's just guess. Somewhere around there.
He might be
It's
a
not that
little
old.
older than that.
It is close to
Yeah,
He's
that.
not that
I
old.
was saying, that's
He's
what
not that old.
I was thinking he was
Jake.
25-ish, but he has to be older than that.
No, 19 with the Mets I bet he was 20 with the Mets in 2014. So what's that make him? 26.
Sorry, he's born in 1990.
Oh, he's old.
Oh.
He's almost 30.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
30,
Is
yeah.
that old? Wow. Okay, yeah, he's out.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
who
out.
Hollywood.
was it again? Name him
Who am I
one more
taking?
time.
What did you get?
I
Tell
forgot
me
who
one
I
more
said,
time
but
who it was.
He was born in He was born in I love he was born in
Nate, help me
1990.
out.
He's old.
Nate, Stallmount,
Started high school. in
Uh,
1990.
Montero, Gallegos,
Oh, y'all back.
One answer only. There's literally one answer to this.
Dishwashing.
Barnes,
Yes, right there.
Barnes
That's the answer.
and
Only
Montero.
answer.
Yeah.
The only answer is
Todd
Montero.
wants me to take Barnes,
Oh.
but Todd, right now, go to MLB Savant and pull
Oh,
out that.
I already know.
Todd,
And lose
Aaron's
your mind.
yelling at you. God.
But it's
yeah,
just the
It's
thing.
very
is, like,
demanding.
he's
Very
not
hostile
like
environment.
who's gonna
Aaron
compete
writes
with
for
him?
the
Scientists
big
killing me.
I do know.
You do not
Aaron
question
writes
him.
for pizza.
Yes, you don't question him.
Mario.
If you do
I do-
something. He's like, hey, you do for Mario.
Joey, I hope you're not watching right now.
Did
I
Jake get
pray
bored?
that
You guys-
It deserves to watch.
I do know-
Bag.
Are you guys still live? You should probably go on by yourselves right
We're
now.
always live,
We're always live. Yeah, we're an hour 43 minutes live right now.
We're
and we
jumping
don't
on
give a
it.
shit.
And again,
Hollywood, give me a pick.
It's 19
Barnes,
I do know a couple of
Stallmount,
Exclamation point.
Montero.
Aaron got an exclamation point. He got an exclamation point. He cussed.
See, I don't see this exclamation point. God
There's
damn
no
it!
such thing
I
as
would
no
go
exclamation point.
I don't
She's
see
making
an
it up.
exclamation.
Don't say "God damn it." That's not nice.
Quit looking for it. There's
should.
no
I'm sorry.
exclamation point.
I usually don't. Stallmount,
I don't see an
Barnes.
exclamation point.
Montero.
Now you got another exclamation point. You're saying
Who
that.
else did I say, Todd? Barnes, Montero,
Bonds or
I don't know.
Montero?
So Stallmont, there's no way Stallmont
Gallegos,
actually will keep
Gallegos,
Hey,
Gallegos.
Hollywood has spoken. I believe it's
Hollywood Hogan.
Montero, and I believe that is the correct answer if you ask me.
Thank you, Nate. I'm
who
drafting
did we say?
Montero.
No, don't think me.
Montero.
You think
I
Hollywood,
agree
who
with
is,
Hollywood.
if you're listening and you want any information in regards to IDP, fantasy football, general life in general,
Oh man,
that is the man that you
Or
should listen.
Or General
I
So.
love you, man.
ESO? How do you say it?
This is General So's.
Well, that's what you just kept saying general.
Yes,
That's-
General So's. That's correct.
That's the plural of General
So-
So.
Hollywood Titan Derrick Henry-esque will smash your face down if you don't believe with what he has to say.
That's right.
Next question.
Montero drafted. Thank you. Thanks, Hollywood.
Thanks, Hollywood.
Todd, why do you like Matt Barnes?
geez.
Todd, why do you like Matt Barnes?
You're
Why is
welcome.
everybody saying goodbye to Hollywood?
Nobody's saying goodbye.
Oh.
It's
Saying thank
literally
Why do you like
opportunity.
He doesn't want to ask me.
I just think it's an opportunity.
Cheers time.
Todd, where were you this morning?
I've been driving. I drove 12 hours today.
This is
Where'd you
yours.
come from?
Phoenix.
From
Phoenix
where'd
to
you go?
I drove from Phoenix to Colorado today. Did I miss a shot?
Yeah.
Did I miss a
thought
shot?
That
I'm
was
sorry.
great.
Did I miss it?
Wait, we missed it.
I missed a
Why
shot.
Nate's
doing
out.
a shot?
She's in. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nate's
you
gotta
should do
go.
that.
Nate's
I
gotta
missed
go
it.
get cancer real fast.
Oh my god! Let me tell you, my wife would kick my ass right now.
He's a smoker. He's a smoker.
My
I
wife
tried to
would
get him
kick
to
my
quit.
ass
I
right
tried to
now
get him
if
to
I did
quit.
that.
Really?
But damn it, I want to so badly.
Smoke a cigarette?
Damn. So we lost Nate and Doug to cigarettes today.
Oh no.
That sounds horrible, Todd.
I quit.
And they'll always be remembered.
I can't hear you. I got my headphones in.
Never forget Nate Doug.
This
I need a
actually
Sarah-
is probably the
I need a
best
Sarah
show we've ever
McLachlan
done.
song.
It is probably, yeah.
But we really are missing Dave.
She's not.
Dave should
she's
be
not
here.
one
Yeah,
of the-
what is Dave doing?
Yeah, what
She's
is
not
Dave?
one of the three, Nate. She's not one of the three. Nate's mama don't know. Sorry.
Oh, whoops.
Keep it down.
Well, it's just like Nate's mom doesn't want it.
Mom's the word.
Hollywood,
Well, Aaron's
what are
whole
you
family
doing?
has
Not
actually watched this, so she
yeah,
knows
my
that
whole
it's
family
great.
has watched this show, and they think I'm an asshole because I don't watch Star Wars.
Oh,
Well,
There you go.
yeah,
It's
they
a
probably
great
thought you were an
point.
asshole
There
while
was
I
an
was saying
exclamation point
Oh yeah,
right
probably.
there. Ah, saw it. Y'all need to watch.
I don't see these exclamation
Carrie's
points.
cracking me
What
up.
the hell are you talking about?
I mean, I know what she. I know
Does
what she's
anybody else
talking
see
about.
these exclamation
I'm
points?
gonna move his table so that next time you guys are on, he's no longer facing hockey. He's gonna face football or at least baseball. We got
Nice.
everything in this room,
Yes.
and he's got to face the hockey.
It's like the greatest room ever.
Okay, watch here. I'm gonna take his lap.
This is me. So
this is
sorry.
so good.
It's so
Dang,
sorry.
we haven't
Nate.
had a tour before. Nate,
Yeah, we've never got the tour. Yeah,
We've
let's
never
take
had
the
a
tour.
tour.
Whoa,
Right
that
there. That's all of his baseballs.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
All right, well, we need to see him.
Yeah, get
We
closer.
need to know
Get
who signed
closer.
him.
Okay, hold
Bring
on.
it.
I don't know.
Hollywood.
Well, this is why we
Get
need.
closer.
Did I miss
Hollywood.
the shot? Jesus.
Yeah, Jorge, pour it up. Hollywood,
Yes.
let's go.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay, so there's the baseballs.
Hang on. Hang on.
Wait.
Then we got
Give me a
Cardinals.
second.
Hold up.
We got
Oh,
Cardinals.
wow.
This is my wall.
Carrie's like, Carrie
That
goes,
is a very
this is my house. So,
That's your
That was
wall.
a very nice wall.
What I don't understand is
They're
why
all
he
your
doesn't sit
walls,
here
right?
like this and have KC.
They're all
behind
your
him.
walls.
Good
though,
point.
right?
I've got my ball. I got my.
Nice.
I mean, come
Got your mini helmet. Oh, look at that.
of all the championships,
Yo, Hollywood's got to
I got
stop
my
'cause he's killing me right now.
Jorge, where you at?
So here's
Oh,
more
shit.
bobbleheads. I got Cardinals.
Jorge, Hollywood. Salute.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Hold
Todd,
up. Hold
to you
up.
too.
She done said. Hold up. She said, "I got my balls."
I know. And I
Carrie's
saw
balls.
Hollywood crack up.
To Carrie's balls.
We ready?
To carry balls.
Gary's
shit.
ball.
Yes.
Carrie's
Cheers.
balls.
Cheers.
But yet we face hockey. I mean,
Nate
Don't get
loves
me
them
wrong.
blues.
I do love
Damn.
the Blues too. Don't get me wrong, but he's doing a football podcast. Can we move the camera to the football?
I think I just took a double.
He does it for the
Real,
baseball.
real.
He does it for the
Hold
baseball.
on.
He does it for the baseball too,
I-
Carrie.
I-
Yeah, he does
I-
it for
I
the
do
baseball.
agree with her on that.
I've
If you
yelled
have a
at
football
Todd
wall-
4 times about where is his
Yeah.
jersey, and now I'm like, I'm a hypocrite because
Yeah.
Todd ain't got nothing, and I got Blues. Jorge,
I'm dusting it. Hold on.
what do you think, Jorge? You moved your fantasy
in
and
the
friends
hell?
frame down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't move the
Yeah.
thing down. I moved the camera down.
Oh, same thing. You moved it down.
What the hell, Jorge?
So I've actually always wondered about
Damn it,
that.
Jorge.
Is that a fat head or?
Oh
my
yeah, Todd. Good
sister-in-law
question.
got it for me for
Todd,
Christmas last year.
That's insulting to him. Okay.
Wait, what was it?
I gave him a whole tour
Don't
of
call
it.
him that.
It is a big fat head sticker. My sister-in-law.
Okay, me and you on the same
I
page.
know. As long as I got
Why
one
don't
person
any of
allowed.
us
I'll
have
drink to that,
stickers?
brother. I'll drink
But
to
I
that.
want to know.
I'll drink it to it too. Here you go.
Drinking, what are we drinking
Oh,
to?
shit.
Actually,
Hayes
I don't know,
Fathead.
but hold on. I gotta
cares
fill
what
up.
you're drinking?
You
I
just
gotta
drink
fill
it
up.
at the
I gotta
holiday
fill up.
party.
I see you there.
It's a
Jorge
holiday
has a
party.
fat head? Whoa. Hell. Damn.
Cheers to that.
I gotta re-up here. Y'all
That's
gotta
what I
win
just
me,
said. I
man.
was like, I was ready to drink to it, and then I was like, I gotta re-up.
I love that Hollywood rolled up his sleeves like as you were
Well,
squishing.
it's getting hot in here, man.
Oh, I am sweating right now.
Oh
Yeah.
Kelly. Oh, now my sister got to get involved. Kelly,
yeah.
keep it down, Kelly. Keep it down.
Yo, put Kelly on. Bring her on.
Kelly, someone get Kelly the link.
Get her email. Get her
You need to
email.
get Kelly on. You need to
Get
get
her the
Lindsay
link.
on.
Let's go.
My
Let's
sister
go.
got to get involved.
Everybody's welcome.
Kelly, if you
Yeah,
want
it's all
to,
right.
you give us your email and we'll send you the link.
Oh, I got her email. She ain't
That's
involved.
right. That's right. Yeah, she's on.
She ain't.
Oh, damn. Did I just miss one?
God.
See, that's why she ain't invited.
Yes, we know why she's not.
All right, Hollywood. What are those tattoos?
Oh yeah, Hollywood. What you got
Yeah,
on your
show
arm?
off the
What
tats,
you got
my
on
friend.
your arms, boy?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, zoom in. They
Zoom
look
close.
like
Some gold.
shit. So I gotta see what it is. Beam me up, Scott.
Star Trek shit. I love you, Carrie. You're so awesome.
I said it out
Beam
loud.
me up, Scott.
Yeah, you did.
Can you see that?
Yo, dead ass.
Yeah.
We need drunk Carrie on the show every day.
Yeah. Thanks, Todd.
Hollywood.
No.
I still can't see what it is. It looks like a space.
Hollywood, closer.
Yo, get
skulls
closer,
right there.
bro. Yes, get real close.
Two
Real
skulls.
close.
2 skulls.
No,
Top.
those
Fire.
are helmets. That is the Titans and the Rams when the Rams beat the Titans in I'm guessing with
Wait,
The
I don't know
Rams-
what the other one is. Though.
yeah.
Fuck the Rams. I'll get a fucking exclamation point on that.
Exclamation
Rams.
point. Exclamation.
We need a
is the
beeper
bomb.
so bad. We need a watcher.
With authority.
Why?
Fuck
We need to watch
Stan,
her.
Too. Stan can kiss my ass as well. Fuck
With
Stan too.
authority.
It's
Oh.
Dave, not David.
Jorge, I
She's a
apologize. I
keeper,
told
Nate.
you to be careful what
This
you
is-
wish
She
for.
is
I love it.
Nate.
Let's keep it going.
Oh my god.
Seriously,
No.
what a scam of a team. Oh, we built a
What?
brand new stadium.
Yes.
Well, kiss my ass. So did we.
Dead ass. Where's her sister?
Exclamation point. I just saw an exclamation point.
Bring the sister on, please.
Oh my God, we gotta have her on the pregame show. That is a
I'm
dumb
already-
We're
decision.
hitting hour 2. We've hit our stride going into hour 2. We have hit our stride.
It's funny. It's funny because the first hour I started out, I was like,
True. It's funny because it's true.
no, in the first hour, I was like, you know what? I just had a 12-hour drive today. I'm not gonna join in
Hollywood
with
is
them.
your best
And the
friend.
next thing you know, I see this, and I'm like, yeah, I have to.
Oh man.
See,
Yes,
you
have
made
to.
you made Todd's day after the 12-hour drive by getting to hear you talk shit about the Rams.
Stan Kroenke.
Yeah, fuck Stan Kroenke.
I thought you were about to
We
say the
hate
Chiefs, and I was about to be like, Nate.
Well, no, she'll never hate the Chiefs, but
No, I was never even a Rams
Yeah,
fan
but
when
I
the
played the
Rams
Chiefs
came.
today.
I know you did. I did too because I love Drew.
That's
But
true.
yeah, we were
You're
close. We scored 14 in the last quarter. I was like, yo, we might have this.
I mean, seriously, the last like 20 minutes of the game, not 20 minutes because
It was, yeah,
but it
that's
was
pretty
really.
close.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah.
It was, and that's the thing is our run defense, though. Our run
And that's the end of our show, folks.
I was like,
Good
that
night,
the whole
everybody.
time. I was happy, and yet I was sad, and yet I was happy. I was like, oh, my team, no. Hey, Drew, ooh, no.
I'm like trying to decide if it's like sex noises or monkey.
Oh, I'm
Monkey sex.
Fine
in
line.
the corner is
Fine
what-
Fine line, Todd.
hold up.
Fine line,
I
Todd.
don't know where these noises are.
I'm sorry, but I had to say it. I had to.
I do not know where these noises are going, but I love them.
Where is Doug
So
when
did
you
Nate.
need him?
That's why
Where
he
is
put a
Doug?
ring on it.
Who's
I
sharing
need some
Nora?
Doug right
Sharing
now.
Nora.
I need some Doug.
Oh,
Someone needs to take a dab with me.
I'll go on a drive with you.
Run away, Josh.
I'll go on a drive with you anytime, Todd.
Todd's like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Oh shoot!
Mm.
Oh, I'm done.
Pack
Oh,
'em,
I'm
I'll like 'em.
We're still waiting for Mike Bauer from the Dynasty.
Attaboy,
Rewind
Nate.
Where's Mike
Attaboy,
Bauer?
Nate.
Mike
These
Bauer.
guys,
You know where he
they
is?
have no, they don't want to come on. They're like, fuck
Let me tell you
this.
where Mike
I'm
Bauer
out.
is. He is
I'm out.
writing Christmas
They're like
cards.
carries on hell no.
Love Actually
I
with his
still
wife.
love Ken though. Ken is still my favorite, I think.
There you
Because
go.
he drafted Devontae
Kenny.
Freeman.
He drafted
I'm
Devontae Freeman in the 5th round.
I'm everybody's favorite. And it was
It's the ninth. It's the ninth candle.
Man.
You got an extra candle on all of us, Ken.
Yeah, have you not looked into the 9th candle yet? What is this supposed to
And,
represent?
and let's be
I've been
honest,
watching
this
the
is why I
Giants.
got into Scott Fishbowl first, and then Nate was like the sympathy vote. Oh, but if you like my
Carrie,
wife, you're
that's
gonna
the
like
best.
me too.
That was fantastic.
Okay, that's the best thing that happened in
Nate,
2020.
see ya, bro. She just ended you.
Yeah.
You got it. You can't let her on again.
She just ended you.
Oh, I
Trying to
have
put the power
Like,
cord
in
on the
your
wrong
best
side.
interest, in your best interest,
I'm
do not
freaking
let
dying.
her.
the Flemish or the attendant candle is used to light the other 8 candles.
there you go.
Are we talking about Hanukkah again?
We
How the
are.
heck?
Because
Hey,
eight's better
Damn,
than
how the
seven.
hell did we get on candles?
Now we're back on Ken.
The Hanukkah candles.
All right, Ken.
Yes.
We got 8
Oh my
candles.
God.
No, we got 9 actually.
9.
He lied.
The-
He
Nine.
lied. 9's better than
Right,
8
the other
always. He
is, that
lied.
your, is that your menorah?
Frick it, light them up.
What I
It's
have. Yeah.
absolutely beautiful.
Light them up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you get the candles going. Why are they not lit?
I do have candles. Hold on.
Okay.
Light them lit.
Oh, I'm gonna set my
I was about to say light those fuckers up, but that would be sacrilege. But light it up, man. Let's do it.
Jorge with the exclamation point.
I
Love
just
it.
want exclamation points you can see. And I gotta tell you, it has me concerned that you're seeing fictitious stuff on this screen.
Well, it's also got me concerned that you can't see the screen.
It also got me concerned that my family just texted me and said, "You're yelling."
Yeah.
Text that to my-
How is your family watching? There's only 4 people supposed
They're
to
not
be
even watching. They're just.
I
listening
mean,
through the
shit.
door
Every one
from
of my family,
downstairs.
even my mother-in-law, commented on this thing.
Me
Like,
and Lindsay
Damn
are now
right.
I
best
bet you my mother's
right.
watching. My mother's watching definitely right
Lindsay,
Lindsay.
comment right now.
I knew
You and
that's
Carrie will have a vacation, party up, all you want.
I
Aaron and I will go off onto some
Be right back.
baseball adventure.
No,
You guys can hang
Lindsay-
out.
now. Lindsay, if
Lindsay's
you're
my
watching,
sister-in-law.
Aaron
I got
like-
vouchers.
Yeah,
I'm
it's not my
coming to
wife.
South Carolina. Me and Lindsay, we're gonna go to the.
oh, but Lindsay
What
lives
did
in
you
New
say?
York. Lindsay's wait.
What did
Hey,
you
Lindsay's
say?
my sister-in-law. She's my
Yeah.
I
sister.
don't care.
Lindsay,
Whatever.
come on the show.
BFF.
Star Wars.
BFF.
Let's talk some Star Wars. And just like how Luke Skywalker
By the way,
failed
Why
Ben,
are they still
How
watching?
did
I
you
have no
fail
idea.
Aaron?
Is
It's
my
a shit
in
show.
bed? I
No
have
one
no
can
idea,
turn up
yeah.
a shit show. It's like an accident on the side of the road. You fucking turtleneck the whole time. You're like,
Oh my goodness! She just
Exclamation
said that.
point
She
show,
literally
Carrie.
did. Yo, and
I got
just so you
9
know,
exclamation points. 9
Earlier she
exclamation
did, like,
points.
earlier, I
Hire
swear I heard her
Carrie
say,
now.
"Chi-chi, Tom."
Hire Carrie Now, Jorge. How
The
you're hearing
Markham,
it.
the Markham
God,
podcast.
because I gotta steal it away from him. He always tries to talk over me.
By the
I'm
way,
like,
I also just want to point out that Hanukkah ended on Friday.
Did it really?
So you
I'm
lied
so
to us
sorry.
earlier when you said it was today. Hmm.
Well,
Well, you're really good with your
motherfucking
religion.
I am
So
a bad.
Jewish.
I also
Ish.
I also earlier said I like bacon cheeseburgers. So
So we
He
have
I
Faith.
don't like bacon. I just don't like bacon.
So we have Faith from Club Fantasy FFL.
I hit her up. I told her, "Come on, Faith, let's go."
Faith wants to know the score of the 4A championship.
No, tell her to come on, and we'll tell her. Tell her to come on, and we'll tell her. That's the only way we're telling her. That's the only way we're telling her. I'm going to tell Ryan. That's the only way I'm telling her right
Faith,
now.
if you come on the show with us, we will tell
We'll
you
update you.
Yeah,
you
That's
are.
I watches Nate.
That's
That's
That's the only way.
I'm cracking up.
Let us know if you want to come on the show. DM me and we will
DM Jorge.
Can we
for
just
you.
listen to Nate and Carrie real quick?
Hey, Arizona Doug is back. Look, Arizona Doug is
You
back.
got his pick.
Alabama Doug, or Georgia, or Tennessee. Who cares?
Yo, Doug, just so you know,
Oklahoma.
you've never met Deborah.
Arizona Doug, that was great.
We
No,
we haven't,
it's
like,
only-
we literally have not met Deborah yet.
Kelly's calling in. Kelly's calling in.
Wait, is that the cousin?
Yeah,
It's her,
sister.
it's her sister. She's calling it a phone. Where
Same thing. Yo, put her on the show. We need Kelly. That was the one that.
Kelly won't jump on. She's talking shit right now. Hey, get on, Deborah.
Yo, Doug.
It's Kelly.
Doug, please let me see Deborah.
So confused.
Yeah, Doug, get that.
Get that
Get that
chicken,
rooster
bro.
up in here.
Get that
Let's
chicken.
go.
Catch that chicken,
I
bro.
ain't walking in the woods at night. Y'all crazy as hell.
She jumped on the shed. Deborah, get off the shed.
Deborah.
So I do have a question. Oh wait,
About 2 nights ago, woke up. It's crazy outside. Sounded like something was getting killed. Well, it was. Woke up
Oh
next
no, Deborah's
Yeah.
dead. Deborah's
Not
dead.
Deborah. Not Deborah. No,
Oh,
not
good.
Deborah. But
Oh,
she
good.
won't come out the pen now. It was something big, like something. Yeah, something got that
wait,
thing.
Deborah, peace.
Oh,
Deborah
no.
killed the werewolf.
He
I
said
went-
something.
I was thinking about it.
How do chickens pee?
I thought something was getting
They're
going
peckers.
on, not dying. Okay.
So chickens have peckers?
Yeah.
How
Yeah, little did you know.
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what makes me laugh even more. The chickens got peckers line, or do chickens pee?
Both.
Well, there you go.
I don't
I
know
got
which
you, bro.
one
I-
is the better
You
line.
ever
got
seen
you.
it?
Pick
You
which
ever
one
seen
you
a
wanna
chicken
laugh
eat a
at.
chicken nugget?
I have never seen a chicken eat a chicken nugget
No,
before.
that's cannibalism.
Don't. It'll mess
Yo,
with
will
you.
you feed your chicken a chicken nugget?
It'll mess with you forever.
Because none of us have chickens, so can you please feed your chicken a chicken nugget?
If somebody gave you a people nugget, that would mess you up too.
Am I not?
Kinda.
Oh,
Let's see it. Just feed it, bro. Just
Man,
feed it.
Uber Eats is calling you for some chicken nuggets, though.
It tastes like
Just
chicken.
feed
Yeah,
it
now
a
I
chicken
want
nugget.
I kind of now want chicken
No,
nuggets.
if I'm drunk enough, I'm eating that shit.
You're gonna eat it no matter what, like all of us.
That's right.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
chicken
no,
nugget.
gotcha.
I'm eating that no matter what.
By the way,
That is
Well,
not a
like
chicken
I said,
nugget.
because you
That's
all
a
know
fried
Dougie
leg.
knows. Dougie knows
Ah,
this,
the
but I
candles
got-
are lit.
See,
Yeah, bro, that
see,
ain't no
every now
chicken
and then
nugget.
one of these cows will have a bum leg. And,
Very pretty.
you know, people got to eat.
Hey, Ken, you're Hans Mole Man, right?
No,
Yeah,
Yes,
what
I
do you
am.
do if they got a bum
Can you
leg?
tell me? Can you text me how
You ever seen Old Yeller?
you
David
shoot him in
G
the head?
is doing?
who?
David Gutierrez?
Hold on. This week?
Sorry, Ori.
Yeah, as of right now, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't like carrying fucking Nate today.
What?
Jeez, Sam.
Oh.
Oh, cheese fans. That's right.
So I gotta ask. I know what Dougie's preference is, but I gotta
Can we just
ask
keep
what
him on
everybody's
mute,
musical
actually?
preference
Can we just keep him on mute?
But everyone's
30,
music preferences?
25, 34.
Yeah, like,
Especially Carrie.
what-
Just keep her on
what-
mute.
No, what music genre do you like? Are you rock,
hip hop,
country,
hip hop?
Well, it's rock and hip hop.
The Spoons.
Also,
give me some Judas
I can't
Priest
hear
and some
Terry.
Metallica
I'm look
combined with some Tupac
Yes.
and Snoop Dogg, and I'm happy.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
look. Just so y'all know, I'm 20.
I want some
How
give me
old
some
are-
Bruce
how old is
Dickinson,
everyone
some
else?
Book of Thel. Give me Steeler from Judas Priest. Touch of Evil from Judas Priest is my
Yeah,
favorite
Jorge,
Judas Priest
yeah.
song.
There you
bro.
go. There you go.
What are y'all talking
Touch of Evil is my
about?
favorite one.
Yeah.
I literally have no clue what y'all talking about.
It's called
My uncle-
Music.
I
Good
can't
music.
hear
had
Nate.
like
He's
a-
muted.
My uncle had like a 66 Camaro, and it had no wheels, no tires.
You are
no
literally
motor, no
muted.
transmission, but it had a stereo and Judas Priest.
You
buddy.
chose
We
to
go
mute
out there and
I did.
Nate,
Jorge,
And I'm
Nate, what's
jumping
your-
in right now. I
Nate,
am.
what's your
Jorge.
favorite music
Yo.
genre?
Ryan Weiss. Hit Ryan Weiss up. He wants
So-
to get on the show.
I
Ryan,
You want
Reese,
to
he ain't no music.
Hold up.
Ryan here.
Nate's
I'll invite
music-
Ryan.
Yeah,
so
Nate's
shockingly
favorite
enough,
Get Ryan in here.
my favorite music is actually hip hop R&B.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Alexa,
Wow.
play
Who?
Eminem's greatest hits.
He just
Hey,
put out a
hey.
free album. Another
He
free
just
album.
dropped,
It
Yeah,
is.
well,
dropped a new
Eminem's
song
amazing.
called Nat.
And I just sent Reese
Hey.
the invite. But here, so that being said,
Alexa,
I
volume
That
max.
new album by Eminem is bomb, by the way.
I,
Yeah, he
I
just
like
dropped
it.
it the
I
other
do.
day.
I love
Hey,
the
did you
hip hop.
Yeah.
did you get the new single I sent you?
Alexa, stop.
Did you get the new single
Sorry.
Nat? He dropped it like 2 days ago.
He dropped an entire album, like 33 songs.
Yeah.
Please tell me this is not Doug.
A whole
I
album.
sent Ryan
Yes,
Weiss the
but Nate-
invite just so
or
we
I
know.
mean,
So-
Nice.
Is this
You
Doug?
Oh,
are
God,
my
what
dude.
is Todd talking about? What's Todd talking about?
hold on.
Wait, is Todd going
He don't know.
anti Eminem? I mean, I hope he does.
Oh,
That's
no,
what
I
we need.
love
Oh,
it.
Ryan Weiss wants on the show. Okay.
I just thought we were making Doug drop a mixtape.
No,
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Y'all gonna make me get in a
yeah, baby.
Y'all gonna make
That's
me get
scary.
your case.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Jorge. Bring it, baby.
Dun,
Bring
dun,
it,
dun,
Jorge.
dun, 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 dun. Love
Somebody's
it.
gonna have to call Daryl a cab.
Hey,
Call Daryl a cab. That's what you do, boy.
Yes,
Call
I
him a
know
cab.
he's at home.
Or an Uber.
Hey, you,
Because we do Ubers nowadays.
you call
not
me
cab.
whatever you want.
Who's that Metallica?
I'll call you good
Oh,
looking
who's
there,
that?
handsome.
I love Metallica.
Damn.
Who's
She's
that
bad.
Metallica?
Who's what?
I think it
Metallica
was
freaking
Doug
rock.
that said Metallica.
Don't even. God dang, don't even get. Oh, I'm.
Here's a
That's
hot
not
take.
Metallica.
Mudvane's better than Metallica.
Oh, Dougie, don't
Uh-oh,
do
we
that,
got-
man. Do it, Dougie.
Welcome to the shit show, Ryan
So
Weiss.
here's my
Welcome.
question about Metallica.
That's it.
Here's
Hey,
what
that's what I'm talking about.
number one.
Eminem just put down a new freaking
I'd love
record,
to
36
see the person
songs.
that turned into
Hey,
the
pretty sick new
person.
Ryan guy.
That's Ryan Weiss. Ryan was on our last show.
Hi, Ryan.
Ryan.
Hello.
God, look
Come
at
on.
you with your
No.
stick shirt on.
You
Aw.
listened to our last show with Ryan.
I did listen to the last
And
show.
Ryan
with
was awesome, wasn't he?
I know, he was awesome.
Ryan, congratulations on getting to the Fantasy and Frames 4i Championships.
He took Todd's
No
spot.
guarantees
because
yet.
Whoa,
Todd
buddy, the
wasn't
elf is
able to talk.
slurring.
No.
Oh,
he
yeah,
beat-
way to
he
be,
beat
baby.
Aaron's ass in the 4-eyed championships, and he's now
He
to the
whooped my
championships
ass.
right now.
I would have whipped your ass too if we would have played against each other.
Love the husband and wife dichotomy.
Oh my god, I hate it so much.
Ken, how's David Gutierrez
I
doing?
love it.
I mean, it's fair.
The best.
Lindsay, we're best friends still. We're really best-
Lindsay's my sister-in-law, which is the funniest thing. This is my wife. Lindsay's my wife's sister, which is the best part about this.
I'll be best friends with your wife's sister. That's even better.
Nate,
She's great.
don't be putting your arm over there, dude. Don't, let her go, man.
Let her go.
Me and Hollywood are best friends. Me and Hollywood are best friends.
Nate just made a move, man.
He
You
deals
can let
with me
her go,
so
Rosie.
much.
That was cute. That was cute.
Yeah, Ken, go for it.
Ryan, you are
Eating
2 hours too late,
Quad,
my friend.
185, 9.9.
How many
Are
hours
y'all ready
are
for a
we actually
shot
working?
yet? I'm ready for a
let me
shot.
get
Who wants a
Oh,
shot?
yeah. Yes.
All right.
Ryan,
Hold
pour
on.
yourself a shot, Ryan. Get it together.
Pour it
No,
up.
that's a
He just
drink.
gets
That's
Get a
another
shot.
A drink in the chat is the same thing.
No, a drink is a drink. A shot is a one-time sip.
There
No,
are
I just
many.
looked at this and
There
I'm
are
like,
many shots in
Yo,
this.
That's
I-
not a
I
shot,
wasn't-
Nate. Pour your apple.
I was not drinking before I started this live stream, and I'm like, damn, I almost drank a.
Damn.
Well, you're the only
Damn,
one.
Todd.
You're the only
You're
one,
on
Todd.
now, baby.
Oh,
You're the
we're gonna
only one,
call
Todd.
the Doug. Yeah,
You're the only one.
you're my bestie.
Where's the
And
Ryan
Doug's
right
back.
now is like, what the fuck? did I
Here's
just
to
do?
you, here's to me, and
Nate,
fuck you, here's to
It's such a
me.
keeper, dude.
What kind of cigs did you buy?
Yeah,
Yeah, what kind of things did you get?
yeah. When you guys, anybody ever feel sorry for me,
Hollywood,
just
you're
so
my
you
best
know,
friend.
You
yeah.
are my best friend. That's
Nate,
what I'm
What
talking
the
about.
hell did
We
Ryan-
don't
Hey
even
Ryan,
hear
when
anybody
I
else. It's me
when I
and
said
you
it was
right now.
Weiss instead of Weiss, remember the
Yeah,
shit
okay.
that I have to face every day.
Mario,
It's always Weiss.
Mario, we got the Mario Kart.
It's the Mario party. It's the Mario party.
We got the Mario Kart going on.
Yo, Ryan, can I ask you how long did it take you to grow that
Ryan's like,
stash?
what did I
what a
just
fucking
sign
stash,
my-
right, Todd?
God.
So
Exclamation! Exclamation!
It
What a fucking
is-
I saw
is a-
12 exclamation points.
So I've literally been working on my hair for like 6
Now our
months.
hands
Well, I
up.
went
98.
14 months I've had this. So
Yeah,
this
'cause
all
you didn't have
started
that
in
at the Midwest Fantasy Football
Yeah,
Expo.
that's dope.
14
That's
months.
dope.
It's
basically
gonna take me.
right after
I gotta
that
work
where I
on it
decided
over a
to do
year.
this.
No,
So-
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I would have had the full beard at the Midwest, and then one day, as a joke, I shaved it to a mustache. My wife was like, "We're going out tonight. You need to go shave that." And I was like, "No, I'm leaving this." And she's like,
I
"All right,
literally
it's
keep
your
on thinking
funeral."
about shaving everything but my mustache, and I'm like,
When
oh,
I
gotta
first
get a girl.
Now
I-
you're just such a
do
good
it.
player, Todd.
when I first do it, I literally giggle. Like I know how ridiculous I look, and it's just like
Ryan, hey, Ryan, what
Here,
Wow.
just take it. Remove it.
He
Well,
done,
Nate, walk with me. Walk with me.
he done said giggle.
Nate, walk
Nate's
with
going
us.
for a walk.
Walk with us.
Yeah, all of us.
we're all going
Now
to
we're
walk
going
at this
to-
point.
Oh, hold up.
Jorge.
We're on a virtual tour.
Jorge, can I ask you?
Hold up,
Can I ask you
hold
how
up.
it feels? Like, look at the screen. Michael Bauer's here. Ken's here. Like,
Michael
this is like
Bauer's
the
here?
beginning.
Bowers?
Yeah, look at Michael. Michael's in the house.
Michael Bowers is here.
Like Jorge,
Yeah.
Hollywood's here. Carrie Markham's here. This
Oh
is
my
your
God.
empire, bro. How do you
This,
feel?
I have never been more proud of a group of people in my life.
Awesome.
This is fantastic.
Jorge's
What
like,
up?
I just need to get rid of Nate.
What up, Michael? Yeah, we need to get rid of Nate.
If we can boot Nate and get Carrie, yeah.
All right, I have a shot for it. Anybody want to do a shot with me? Feel free.
Hold
Of
up.
course. I mean, we just did one.
Yeah,
We
I
just
got
did
one.
one.
Well, we could do another one.
Let us pour. Let us pour.
Michael Bauer's here.
Hold up, Jorge.
I just need to do a toast.
I'm gonna
Hey!
get a shot. Hold on. Take this.
I just need to do a toast to
Bowers
everybody.
drinking Pedialyte, right?
Again, Michael Powers is in the building. Here we go again.
Guys, let me just do a toast to everybody.
Literally,
once it'll
if
be
Carrie
here.
is not on the next show, I'm gonna be.
I love it. Carrie needs to be on every
I'm
show.
out if she's not back.
Wait, whoa. If Carrie's
We're not letting Carrie on though.
not on
She
every
doesn't
show
drink.
from this point forward. I am never coming back.
The only rule for Carrie is she
look,
has to take a couple shots.
Everybody in this grid right here has helped.
Nate, I voted you out. You don't even hear it, but I voted you out. You're like on the
That's right.
Survivor and you lost.
That's right. Nate's out. Carrie's in.
Hey, the Bachelorette says you're out.
Everybody in this grid is definitely a must follow.
And I
It's
all I
definitely
hear is
quality
Hollywood
people.
telling me I'm out. That's bullshit, man.
Everyone
We got
here
9 right
knows
now.
their stuff.
Guaranteeing.
It's a pleasure knowing you.
I love you,
Cheers
Nate.
to as good of a
I love you,
2020
bro.
as we can make it.
Guys, you can't kick him not. That's the only thing he's got.
Fantasy and frames, baby. Fantasy and frames.
That's the only thing.
That's right.
You fucked up shit.
Cheers.
There we go.
I fucked it all up.
Hold on, everybody. There we go.
Oh, here we back up.
All right. Put your cheers up. How we doing?
Y'all are the last ones to do your shot.
Wait,
So
what are I doing? I missed it. Hold on. I missed it. I missed it.
There we go.
no, where is Aaron's
Wait,
sister-in-law? Why is she not on the show yet?
I know. Where's Lindsay?
Where's
By
everybody
the way,
else?
I'm
Hold
gonna
on.
text-
Can I ask?
I don't know. Is everybody else's wife sitting right next to him? No.
Yeah.
What a weird thing.
Hey, let's
Can I
Take a
ask one
vote.
question
Do you
real
want
quick?
me or Nate?
Yeah,
He said mute.
Hey, by the way, give me your earphone. They've already voted you out.
Nights out. Carrie's
Hi,
in.
I knew we'd get him off the island.
What do we need to know? Your we want to know about the defense.
You have been put in off the island.
We don't want to know about that.
I
Gary's
got
the
no
new
fucking
IDP
clue.
expert.
I got no fucking clue. Oh, I got 9
Ryan.
exclamation points.
Ryan and Michael.
Yes.
These are the two questions we've been
Jeremy
asked.
Chin.
Every
Jeremy
single
Chin. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy
Chin's the
Chin.
bomb diggity.
Yeah. How about this?
Chin is the man. dude.
Chinese food. General TSOs. General TSOs.
Ryan.
Ryan, how do you say it? General TSO.
Oh, Ryan, don't screw this up, Ryan.
What do you say?
Ryan, you better be on my team.
Ryan, what do you say?
Isn't it General So?
Okay, Michael.
Oh, he on Carrie's
Michael.
team.
Michael, how do you say it? How do you say it?
So I know
Does
Everyone else think I'm being really loud.
Hollywood already on that team.
it's chicken when I order it.
Or is it
Yeah,
just
how do you order it? Joe? How do you order it?
I
do you
order it as General TSOs just to be a smartass, but I know what it
You
is.
say TSO every time?
That's some
That's
bully
the best
shit.
answer all night.
Okay,
That's
I was
the
gonna
best
say, was that
answer all
one of the
night.
legitimate
Sounds like an
options?
Eagles fan.
Yeah, that's the best answer all night.
The lady down at the place, she goes,
What up,
"Okay,
Michael?
you're number one." Okay,
Right. But how would you say it? TSO.
General So. Is how it is.
No.
No. Todd in Hollywood. Let him know.
General Towels.
Toes.
Tao and Cho brothers. Tao and Cho.
Now I know.
Nah, that's way
Now you
I don't
know.
No, don't
Towel-
you even.
Tao has an A.
Don't you
Tao
even.
has an A and
No,
Cho has a CH. Yeah, we get it. But
It doesn't matter how I say it because clearly whatever Carrie says goes. 'Cause I guess I've been fucking.
well, Nate, you've been gone for since 2019.
That's your opinion. Now.
Wait, Nate, you've been on the
Carrie's
show all
opinion
day?
is your opinion.
It's fucking. It's great. Love
I got,
it.
I thought it
Nate,
was just
I
Carrie.
got you, bro.
I didn't even know you
I
were
got
on.
I'm sorry. Who's got my back?
Hey, this group is
I
like
got you back.
Reservoir
No,
Dogs.
I
Are you
Carrie.
gonna wait? Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna wait for that, Nate? Are you gonna wait for that? Are you gonna wait for that?
She's back.
Yeah, because Carrie's back. So.
Oh no!
Carrie's
Yeah.
back.
There she is.
Back again.
Back again.
Yes, again.
Back.
Guess who's back?
Carrie's a
Hello,
friend.
friend.
Guess who's back? Guess
Guess
who's
who's
back?
back?
Guess
Guess
who's
who's
back?
back? Guess who's back? Guess who's
Oh my
back?
god.
Banana.
I am. That's what I'm. Seriously.
I created myself, but nobody wants it. I'm chopped liver. Yeah, I got it. So, anybody want to talk about football?
When it
Top
comes to
liver, you
music-
at least want to be pork
Let's talk
liver.
about tonight's game. What's going on tonight's game? Everyone talk
Yeah, Ken,
Ken,
what's going on?
Ken, what's going on?
Brown pulls the dub.
Cleveland,
Damn,
they
I
just
don't
started
even
the
know.
second half.
Cleveland
Cleveland's up.
Wait, is
13
Doug
or
wearing a
20.
black mask on his head?
They have stopped the
Yeah,
Giants
yeah.
twice inside their Giants in the Cleveland
It's
box.
third
So
quarter.
I'm
and
going to peek behind the curtain right now. So Michael Bauer just sends me a text message, and I tell him before he signs on, it's the shit show. He just sends me a text message. What the fuck kind of shit show is this? And I'm like,
Yeah, Michael, way to be on board, brother.
Send me the link.
I've seen
Send me
shit
the
shows
link.
before, But this is a shit show.
I'm here for it. I love it.
Hollywood,
I mean-
quit turning me on with your muscles. What's happening right now? I can't even
Hollywood
talk straight.
is rolled up
Dance show, baby.
Ryan and Michael.
Sorry, Nate.
Ryan and Michael and Dougie.
Jorge, look what
Hollywood
you
has
created.
rolled up his sleeves in the last 18 minutes
Look what you
7 times.
created.
7
Sorry,
times.
Nate.
He just
Sorry,
keeps
Nate.
they just keep going
Can I
up.
take off my shirt?
Hey,
Yeah.
Sorry, Nate.
Take off my shirt.
the Constitution gives us a right.
By the way, there's no way, Todd, that you're gonna end this show with a shirt on. So just take it off. now.
Take it off, Todd.
There's no way, Todd.
Oh, here we go.
Damn.
My
Brown sugar bomb pow. Brown sugar bomb pow. Oh,
The right ear and the left ear.
Todd,
That's
I'm
all that
still
matters.
going with Hollywood. I'm sorry. You got maybe abs, but Hollywood's going to tie me up and put me in some Titan moves.
What I'm talking about.
Nate,
I
we talked
don't know
about
that's
this,
what's
but
happening.
Tighten
What
up
is
out there.
happening?
Hey, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
do want to point out this is still on stage.
Hollywood, a best friend.
can we all be in
Yeah,
agreement?
yeah.
that Everybody wants to
All
have
right, I think I have a hang up.
we can all
Should I
agree on
hang
that,
up?
right?
Todd, put your Drew Breezy shirt on or something.
I just want to say,
Should I
my
hang
wife
up?
just
Should I hang
texted
up?
me, and she says, "I'm trying
I've
to
never
watch,
been
and
more
I
proud
love
of you,
Carrie.
Todd.
I love Carrie. We need to have her on the show more often."
Yes.
Hey, I think
I'm
it's
trying to get my
Absolutely.
wife on the show, but we'll see how that works out.
It's time
No
for a
promises.
shot.
Hollywood. Way to be. Yeah, it's time for a shot.
Shot.
Oh,
By
it
the
is
way,
time-
for those
it
of you
is-
who
it
are
is
watching,
more than time
for
a
those of you
shot.
who are
We're
watching,
Aaron, shut up. We're taking 3 at 1.
Yeah, 3 at
All
1.
of us are taking 3 shots right now.
That's right.
Yes.
Hey,
I have a
for
double
those of
shot
you who are
glass right
watching, the fantasy
No, I
baseball
got a
people who are
whole
watching,
glass.
Todd is all over it. Shirt on or shirt off. He's all
Good
over the
luck.
AL and NL East, right, Nate? He's all over the AL and
Go,
NL
boys.
East.
Yeah,
You
it's,
go, boy.
You do it.
Todd's gonna wake up in the morning and watch this and go, "What the hell?"
I can't wait. I can't wait to get the. I cannot wait to get the message from Todd. I can't wait.
I
Damn,
cannot
Dougie's
wait to
back.
hear that.
I cannot wait.
I
just
don't
can't
know
believe
there's
Dougie's
anybody
back.
that's
Look
doing
at
Doing a
better.
shot yet or what? What's going on?
Himself.
Oh, Jorge, what?
Hold on. Let's stop. Let's do this. What?
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 You start.
What?
No, you were saying something.
Oh, I want to hear everybody's opinion on everything, and I want to start in the top left corner, and that's you, my friend.
I want
Yeah,
to
Ray, go ahead.
do a shot with everybody.
That's sexy up left corner.
Nate.
I got you.
I know it is great. You ain't got no fucking wives here trying to. Hey, baby.
Wait. Jorge's not
It's
married.
good. We're good.
I'm
We're good.
married.
We're good. No, everything's fine. Hey,
I'm trying to get my wife
guys-
on the show, but she's a little shy right now.
I'm trying to convince Lindsay to get on.
We
I'm
got
trying to
you,
convince
Nate.
Lindsay
It's
to
all
get on,
good,
but
bro.
now come on. She's shy. She's shy
Look,
compared
Lindsay's
to
not shy. Lindsay's
Jorge,
not shy.
I
No,
would-
she's not shy. She's not
compared
shy.
to
If I was, I would bring my girl on.
Compared to
Hey,
this, Nate, this
Todd,
is
get your
compared
girl
to
You
this.
don't understand. When she puts on her pajamas, it's like I'm not answering the door for takeout.
Game
I'm
over
not
at
doing
that point.
shit. You better take
Jorge,
care of
who are we talking
Jorge.
about?
Was there a
Jorge,
question?
text.
Was there a question?
Jorge, text me the link so I can get Lindsay
not
on
talking
for,
about
for
you.
Carrie.
Lindsay, you're my best friend.
I'm trying.
I thought Hollywood was your best friend.
That went off the
Hollywood
rails.
is my
No,
best
I'm her
friend.
best
So
Look at his
fickle.
second best
Hey,
friend.
look at his muscles. I've been Todd.
I haven't been able to take
Todd.
care of
I love you, dude, but you gotta put a
Look.
fucking shirt on. I can't even talk to you
shirt on.
anymore.
I-
Oh, what the
Yeah,
fuck is happening? This is
Yo,
conference.
when did I
It's
take my
total
shirt
different
off for real?
direction. Get a shirt on, Todd.
When did I take my
Oh,
shirt
shit.
off for?
Hollywood was so yesterday. I'm old news.
Jorge, are you
Lindsay, comment
screenshotting
in
this?
and tell
for
him to
the
put a
site?
shirt
Like,
on.
this is like website amazing. Like you need a screenshot.
This is what's called a good holiday party.
Yeah,
Aaron, I'm
screenshot.
emailing you the link.
Oh,
now.
I know it.
Amazing.
If Ryan Weiss on the Fantasy Five
Oh.
has not
look at
pushed
that.
this to his.
The
Now
y'all
it's on
What is he
backward,
doing?
Todd. Put it on right.
Sorry, Ryan.
Todd, it's on backwards.
Sorry, Ryan. You have 1 billion followers, and you have
I love you, Todd, but you put it on
somebody that doesn't know who you are. Tell
Hey,
Ryan
Ryan.
you love him.
Cold
I
trickle.
love you,
Don't
Ryan.
bail out, Todd.
Good point.
Don't bail
Exactly.
out.
Tell
Stay
Mike
there.
like him.
Stay there, Todd.
I
Stay
do
right
like
there,
my-
brother.
my
In the
favorite
bottom right
but
corner.
Stay there, brother.
In the bottom right
I'm-
corner, Michael Bauer
I'm
is
sorry,
still-
but I'm always gonna vote for Hollywood. He's
That's
my
right.
go-to motherfucker.
baby. Now we're good. Oh wait, hold on.
That's what I'm
You're just
talking
like-
about.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
No,
I'm sorry, Jorge.
You're
But
fine.
it's fucking Hollywood 100.
Look, I see
You should
exclamation
apologize
marks
to
everywhere.
Ryan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should apologize to Todd, who showed me his nipples.
Both of them. Right there in your face.
Can we
Both of them.
please do these now? I need this. Let's do these now.
Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
Wait. I can do it with you. Wait. What are we doing it for?
Aunt Pam, I love you with everything I've got. My Aunt Pam.
This is
My
for
Aunt
you.
Pam, I love you, baby. God,
Are you
I
a little
love
Hispanic?
This is amazing. This is
Can I
like,
drink this?
Jorge,
Nate,
this
is
is
your
like
girl
way
a
better
little
than I
bit
ever
different?
thought it would be.
Aunt Pam
Way better.
is Aunt Pam is Nate's aunt.
Buddy
And
the Elf is hammered.
We love
But
Pam.
wait, are you a little Hispanic?
We all
That's
love
I wanna
Pam.
know.
just
just wanna
tuning
know if
in. Is Carrie smashed or is Nate?
I have a
It's-
shot.
Carrie smashed.
Hollywood.
I'm sorry, Jorge. Give me a
All right,
5-second minute and I'll give you a shot.
Michael,
Wait,
Ryan.
we weren't taking a shot yet. We're not
Merry
taking a shot
motherfucking
yet.
Christmas!
Cheers,
Yeah.
folks.
Hello, Monday.
The fantasy and friends.
Need the whole damn bottle.
Woo!
Pam, love you, baby.
I'm gonna go make another drink. I'll be right back.
Let me tell you the story
Yes.
about that.
Just so you
Y'all
know, we don't
posted
even know
it,
who the
so here
fuck
we go.
Pam is.
This is a really funny story.
100%.
So one night I went to Centralia, which is Nate's hometown,
Okay.
and I went by myself without Nate and my daughter. And we got smashed at the pool because
And
Pam
your
is an
daughter. How
awesome
old's your
Pam.
daughter? How old are you?
She's my best friend.
How old are you? How
And
old are you?
so we got all,
No.
and so then we had a good time.
24.
Wait. How old are you?
43. Back it up.
24. 24.
Like,
40,
back it up.
yeah, like 40-year-old. But how old is your daughter?
Who's
Maybe.
Why are you talking
Wait,
about?
yeah, how old is your daughter?
Who's 43? How
I love it.
Go down.
I'm
Can you send my-
42.
Can you send your daughter
She
my
gets
ad?
all drunk. We all get all drunk, and I show up
You're not
about 2 hours.
42.
Yeah, I
What
know.
is that?
I look really good for 42. Thank you so much.
So here's the
You
story.
look great for
I go
68
to Nate's
too,
house
Nate.
with I go to Nate's family's house in Centralia
for
with Adam.
68.
I have a great day.
Great for
I
68,
get
brother.
smashed. Nate decides that he's going to catch up
Hold up.
real fast
Hey,
with some
look at that, Nate.
moonshine
42,
that
bro.
Aunt Pam's
Me and
husband
your
Jeff
daughter
makes.
drink
It's
moonshine?
good. You should try it. It's yummy.
Yeah.
I drink
It's
moonshine.
good.
It's
Oh,
ketchup.
Apple. Oh, it's
really good.
Oh yeah, ketchup time.
No, I already
So
did. I
I-
drink the apple cinnamon.
Okay. So
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Ken, remember when it was
so
just
then
me, you,
everyone's
and Jorge?
talking about
Fucking image.
Nate's grandma. And everyone's like, oh, you should call your grandma because you should check in because that's what a good grandson would
Grandma,
do.
doll. You should
So
fucking
we're a
try,
bottle of
Dramamine.
moonshine in. So we
You should
think
try
we should do
Dramamine
that.
and
So
some
Nate does.
moonshine.
He decides to hang out the phone
Nate
with
tried
his
Dramamine
grandma
and
and say,
moonshine.
Hey, my grandma is 90 years old, and I said, unbeknownst to my drunk or undrunk self, I said, "Love you, baby," and I hung up. And the humor that you guys all have was the same humor that everybody else had until you realize that you.
I go, wait a minute. Who are you talking to? Your grandma? Love you, baby?
That is hilarious.
I did, and it was "I love you, baby," and she just hung up, and she just hung up, and she had no clue what was going on, but everybody else did. So from that point going forward,
me.
it was the
Not me.
"I love you,
Every
baby"
sign
to my
off.
grandma, and I don't give a
Just
shit.
not me.
You know what?
Just
Guess
not
what?
me.
I did love
Every
her.
sign
And I
off
still
from
do.
every podcast with you.
Doesn't matter what
Love you, baby.
Love you, baby.
Wait,
I love her.
Nate,
She
You're
loves
just
me.
huger than your grandma.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
I already
Aaron.
know
What?
it.
Every
Nate,
sign
every-
Stop. Hold on. Aaron's asking his question.
Jorge.
I'm just-
every-
Yes, ma'am.
That's a question. Go ahead.
That was great,
Oh,
Nate.
fuck.
That was so great.
Continue.
Oh, I'm freaking
Can I ask y'all a question real
Mike-
quick before y'all answer
You're
this?
killing me.
No,
Yes.
we're gonna listen to Aaron real quick. Aaron,
No,
what do you
no.
got to say, buddy?
all I have to say is
Let's try.
every single time we sign off on Perfectly Framed, you say "love you, baby." I don't know why. And now I know.
I love you. I love you, baby. Remember
I have
that.
a question for y'all too, because did y'all just see my head smash into the wall?
I love my
I
nephew.
heard it. I didn't see it.
Hollywood.
I just want to say right now that
Someone-
not
Todd,
only
Someone
got
heard
the
it, but they
love.
didn't see it. That's what I'm saying.
not
Todd's got
only
the
is the show
Y'all are
good,
lucky.
but
So
the
I'll let y'all-
private chat.
Jorge, I love you too.
Love you too, Carrie.
But
Private
Hollywood,
chat
you're
for
my
this
best
show.
friend.
Yes,
You're
you're
my
my
best friend, too.
BFF too.
Well,
Yes,
I
me
love
and
Jorge
you.
and
Love you
Aaron
too, Nate.
and Todd and Hollywood and Dougie and Ryan and Mikey.
Yeah.
I love all you guys.
But don't forget
Ryan and
that
Michael,
me
I'm
and
so
Drew,
sorry.
me
That's
and
for real,
Todd
though.
have
This
a
is awesome.
On a real talk.
This is what holiday parties are supposed to be.
I took the mic. I dropped it. I
This
said,
is
Right.
a fucking
Here we
This is an
holiday party.
example
Here
of a
we
good
go.
holiday party.
Exactly.
Hollywood is drinking
Hey,
some.
Markham,
What are
never
you
know
drinking,
what-
Hollywood? That sounds serious. You got some Jack
peach
Daniel
Jim Beam.
margarita?
Jim Beam Peach.
Jim Beam.
You got Pete's though. That's just some bullshit.
Ooh.
Aaron, is there a story behind the Carolina Blue Santa hat?
Ryan's like, why did I
Oh,
even
yeah.
sign into
Oh, yeah.
this? This is
Who done
stupid
said
as
that's
a
some
mother.
bullshit?
Y'all give him,
Ryan,
give him a minute though.
What
I
is
gotta pee.
Oklahoma Doug doing over there?
hey, I heard you this morning.
I can't.
You
with
sounded good.
I
No,
can't.
you didn't, because I didn't talk this morning.
I'll tell
Somebody
you what,
done
though,
said that's some
Ryan
bullshit.
Weiss, I loved your show last Saturday with
Yo,
your
can I
takes
pee?
on getting over a
Mike.
hangover.
We're going to be best friends.
Greasy
just so
food,
that you know.
100%.
Always greasy
I'm gonna pee
food.
right
Way
now.
to go about it.
Give me all the egg McMuffins and hash browns I
I'm
can get
coming
my
to
hands
visit
on.
I
you.
will be handling a lot of those tomorrow morning. I'll tell
There
that
you
much.
go.
Don't think I ain't.
What are you doing? No.
What
I'm
is Todd
sending
doing?
side messages
time.
to everyone.
Todd getting naked? No, he better not be getting naked.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Nate forgot his
no.
ear pod, so he don't even know
I
what
think he
he
fell. I think he fell.
Did you try to hit the window?
But I'm best friends with Ryan. My best friend is Hollywood. Let's not forget that. I dropped the mic already on Hollywood. Oh, his muscles got me like, oh,
Far away.
oh.
Ryan should be your best friend.
Can I please just tell you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan's.
No, hold on. It's my talking now.
Yeah, Todd, you're talking. You're talking now, Todd.
Look who's
Y'all hear me? That I just tried to walk outside my.
Todd's already ready to
No,
walk
Todd.
out because he already had his shirt off, and I'm like, I don't
Nate.
like your nipples.
Nate, put her up. Look,
no.
I just tried to walk outside my fucking balcony door, and I walked in the fucking glass.
Yeah,
I
Todd.
can't. I fucking can't.
That's how I know this is the best
Wait, is Oklahoma cooking?
A virtual holiday party you ever been to.
All right.
virtual.
Shut time.
Oh my god.
But will y'all give me a second to piss?
Shut time.
No.
Go for it.
Goodbye.
That looks great.
God damn it, Doug. Why you gotta
y'all
tempt
wanna
us like
watch?
this?
Y'all literally want to watch?
I got some calamari.
No, we don't want
No,
to watch you piss.
no, please
Go
no.
piss.
Just go
You
ahead.
want to watch?
Go piss.
No, dude.
No.
God,
No.
Come on.
What year is this? Yeah, thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Jorge.
No, what? Yo,
All right. All right.
Remove from stream. Yeah.
Here we are. Here we are.
May I-
Here we
may
are.
I-
Todd's gone.
Jorge,
Man,
that is the
Todd's gone.
definition to the term live stream if Todd is peeing on.
Yeah, live stream. Yeah.
Literally,
You're right, Mike.
we're all living
Yes,
the
Mike.
stream at that point.
Yes, Mike. Yes, Mike. We're living it really too close for comfort. All right.
May I say hello to everyone?
Hello, Mr. Markham.
Hello. Carrie is now gone.
I love Dynasty Rewind.
You're very gracious with my presence. Continue to what you were saying.
Okay, I'm gonna continue because I'm gonna talk shit about Ryan Weiss and Mike Bauer and Hollywood and Jorge.
About right?
Yeah, because it's a fucking holiday, so let's talk shit, right?
That's right.
Why not? And Dougie, don't go far away because I'm gonna talk shit about you because you guys use terms that I fucking hate. I'm sorry. It's late.
Oh,
it's
this is
after
gonna
10.
be great.
Yeah, it's late night. It's way too late. It's 10 o'clock. My kid's in bed. My wife's in bed. Maybe she isn't. But if she is, okay.
Get over it.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Would you guys please stop saying shares? Because you know what happens when people play fantasy football? They play in 2 or 3 fucking leagues. And you know what they don't play in? 50, 60, or 80 leagues. And they don't play in fucking 5 dynasty leagues.
To be fair, we all do that, Aaron.
I do.
We all do that, Aaron.
No, I like this.
Jorge, fine. Because these guys are ready for it. Because you know what, Jorge? Because people don't want to hear that you want to play 2% of your fucking shares on Kareem Hunt. You know what they want to hear? I got two leagues to play in. Yeah, that's okay. I got 2 leagues. That's fine. I got 2 leagues I play in. That's what I play in. You tell me who the fuck I'm going to take to win $200 because I want to win. I want to win first prize in my 2 10-team leagues. That's what I want to hear. And there's 65, 70 million people who play fantasy football and probably like 50 million play in less than 5 leagues. I'm going to say, maybe I'm wrong, but it's probably about true. So 50 million of the 60 million probably play in 5 or less leagues.
Okay.
So throw that shit in the garbage because here's the thing. Like we love, I know you guys know I've been drinking, so that's cool.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like you guys, really?
When did you start doing that? We all definitely know you've been drinking.
How much spaghetti and chocolate syrup have you had?
Let me just say before Aaron realizes he's on mute that he had a more tactful way of going about this earlier.
No, I want to know.
Can I chime in with cheers?
You tell us how. Go ahead, Aaron. Come on. Fill in the cuss words.
I'm waiting. I'm sorry for the cuss words. But here's the truth. But here's the truth, Jorge. What people want to hear is who they can play in their home league, who they can play when they only have 5 leagues that they're playing in, or 4 or 3 or 2 or 1, not 55. They don't care if you're going to play Kareem Hunt with Nick Chubb because you know what? In 1 league, Jorge Edwards, Nate Markham, Oklahoma Doug, Hollywood Titan, and Fantasy Football Ken, Ryan Weiss, and the Michael Bauer. If they played in 1 league, if they played in 1 league, they don't have the balls, and neither do you, to play 2 running backs on the same team. And what they want to hear from you is respect for their league, their 8-team league, their 10-team league, and I don't want to say it hurts my feelings because I don't play in that many, but it is disgraceful. It's disgraceful that the fantasy analysts sit here, and I hope they're listening, and I honestly hope they're not because I want fantasy and frames to be different than all the other fantasy analysts. So I hope none of them are listening because what needs to happen is the people.
I hope nobody's listening.
Yeah, I hope no one's listening.
And that's the wrong kind of promotion that you need to have.
I hope nobody's listening. Greatest line ever.
Yeah.
I hope
So let me
nobody's
be a little bit more tactful with what Aaron's saying.
Yeah, I'm not on board with what he's saying, so I want to hear it.
Let me just I think
Jorge, intervene in there.
I'm trying. Trust me. Here's the thing.
Hey, real fast. If you got 2 leagues, I just figure you go to ESPN and watch the fantasy football focus.
Oh,
And you got
shit,
like
Dougie.
10 leagues.
Oh,
You come to
Dougie.
Twitter, you become the real
no.
facts and real hard hitting knowledge.
Oh
baby.
yeah,
If you got
they
one
know what
league,
they
take
talking
your
about.
ass to
They
think
got
it.
it, Dougie. They're like, hey, we like them.
Oh my God.
Might be
Do
okay.
you see how angry and
We're gonna
adamant Aaron's
mute.
getting right now?
I'll go home, Doug. Mute.
No, we're not.
Look,
Dougie's got
here's the fact of the matter.
I
is
love
at
Jorge.
the end of the day, you have fantasy analysts who look at the end of the day, we're all trying to become up and comers in the industry. We're trying to make our marks. At the end of the day, we're competing against every other fantasy analyst that's out there. I completely understand it. I get it. I know it. Fine. At the end of the day, though, we, for the most part, appeal to the
Aaron.
masses who are in tons of leagues.
Right.
And we say to ourselves, what proportion of these people should be playing X amount of player? But at the end of the day, what's really difficult to do, and I'm guilty of it, everybody here is guilty of it. Let me not preface everybody. I know I'm guilty of it. At the end of the day, it's a lot easier to say, well, if I'm in X amount of leagues, if I would play X player under these circumstances. It is a different thing for me to say if I'm listening to my audience member. You're in
So
one
you know,
league.
Hollywood is my favorite absolute
my God.
person in the world.
Is if you're in one league and you're given one choice to make a decision about who you're starting,
Keeper Nate.
okay?
Absolute keeper,
that
bro.
player or not? It's hard because at the end of the day, you're boxing yourself into a corner, and it's kind of like, all right, well, this is do or die. This is my starter sit. This is who I'm picking. It's hard to do that because every league is different. Every league has its own settings. Name a number of reasons why it's different.
I want to bring out one point.
Buddy, there.
What is the word? I don't understand Aaron's point of the word shares versus speaking to the masses. I understand a great deal of people don't play in multiple leagues. So when we use the term, I assume we're talking about the term of it's great for your shares of Kareem Hunt. We're speaking to everyone who has a Kareem Hunt on their roster. So we're speaking to the guy with one person with one league who has
No,
Kareem
we're not.
Hunt.
No, we're not. No, we're
How
not.
are you going to tell me who I'm
Because
talking
here's
to?
I'm telling you that and I think that I love your fantasy analysis, and I honestly think that that what you say is super valuable. You're one of the people I follow. You're one of the people that I listen to, and you're one of the people that have helped me win fantasy leagues. You are. But what I'm saying to you is that I play in multiple leagues, 10 or more every single season. So what is of value to me in a person who plays in 12 leagues is way different than in someone who plays in 2 leagues. It's so different that people who are analysts who also play fantasy football, which everyone who's an analyst plays fantasy football, I think. I don't know if there's anyone who doesn't, but people who play fantasy football and who are also analysts, they have a different view, and it's okay to have a different view of fantasy football. That's perfectly fine. But for the person who has 2, 3, maybe 1 league, that person doesn't get value from diversifying their portfolio. They don't. And I think you can agree with that. I
agree. I don't tell people I don't tell people to do
Perfect. So when you tell them that you play in, I don't know if you tell them or not, but if you tell them you play in 40 leagues or 25 leagues or 12 leagues, and you say, I have Kareem Hunt in 1 of 12, that is not valuable to someone who plays in 2 leagues. It's not.
Right.
And I'll give you that. And if I don't know,
and that's my baseline point. But that's my baseline point, Ryan, because 60 million or 70 million people play fantasy football, and of those 70 million, 58.
Nate's getting so mad. What happened?
No. I don't want to make Nate mad, but of their 70 million people, 68.8 million people play in less than 3 leagues.
Well, you actually hit on 2 very good points. And that is, number one, and I don't do this in my writing. I don't talk about my league.
I know you don't. And
Yeah.
I said that at the beginning, right? Yeah. Okay.
And then the other thing
interpreter
is,
here.
you bring up one really good point, and this is something I think I've actually spoken with Jorge about this. I've talked about this in private with a lot of fantasy analysts. Is one of the most annoying things about fantasy football Twitter is that we spend 8 months of the year talking to each other, and then when the 4 months pop up that we're talking to people who aren't us, we sound like assholes for those 4 months because we sit there and we assume that they understand ADP and we understand this and they understand that.
Well, Ryan, ADP doesn't matter when you play in 2 leagues, right?
Well, it does.
It doesn't.
Because you will play in 5 the next
But
year.
you have to understand where
Every
a player is
team
going to be taken. ADP does matter. If I want you to walk out of your draft with Kareem Hunt and I tell you his ADP is in the 3rd, you need to know that if you're walking out of your draft with Kareem Hunt, I want you to take him in the 2nd or the early 3rd. If you frame it right, every statistic has value to somebody. It all comes down to the frame, fantasy and frames.
Yes. No.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
Hey, it's only 9 o'clock. I thought it was 3 in the morning.
So
That's all.
let's
That's
take
not
it a
in
step
studio.
further. Okay, we can talk about average draft position. We can talk about all that till
that's a huge thing, though, Jorge. Because that
for us,
No, wait,
it's a
wait,
huge
wait.
thing. For your average,
don't dismiss
fan-
that. Don't dismiss that, though. Don't dismiss that.
Oh, hold on.
Because I think you're going to.
It's a huge thing. But for your average fan who's out there playing fantasy football, are they paying attention to ADP or where
Why would they?
ESPN is ranking them in
Site
their
default
queue?
rankings. Site default rankings are the
yes,
most
that's
important
way
thing.
more important. Yes, thank you, Ryan. I'm glad you said that because that is so much more important than average draft position. Because you know what? The average fantasy player clicks. It doesn't even click. The default
It's
rankings
whatever's
that
there.
fall in front. Thank you. So the default rankings are so much more important. And here's the thing, right? Like we all want to tell everyone to play in deeper leagues. We want them to play 2 quarterbacks. We want them to play 5. We want them to play 14 teams. Yeah, we want them to play IDP. No offense, Michael. No offense, Nate. Like we all want them to play that because that makes the game. I don't know if it's harder because I don't think that's true. Like that's kind of a lame. That's kind of like a lame thing that I'm totally against. Like IDP does not make the game harder. 2 quarterbacks does not make the game harder. In the other way, like if you only had to pick 6 players overall in your draft, that'd be
That makes
way
it
fucking
really
harder
hard.
than playing ADP. Yeah.
Well, that's called daily. That's called daily fantasy, and there's a reason we're not all
yeah,
millionaires.
exactly. Like that's way effing harder than everyone wants to tell you that a 12-team league is better than an 8-team league because the difference is like so minuscule. It's stupid. But like, here's my point, and my point is we spend so much time trying to find a way for DVR to click like, or trying to find a way for Matthew Berry to click like on our comment. And the point is, like, we should try to find 50 Ken Sonnenbergs to click like on our thing. You know what I mean? Because Ken plays fantasy football in 2 leagues.
By the way, I'm Ken.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's Ken. And Ken plays football in 2 leagues. He plays football in 2 leagues, and these other people play in 100 leagues, and it's not value. And like I can go on and on about value, but like what we do is like, and it's not a negative thing. It's not a negative thing. Like me, you, Jorge, Nate, Oklahoma, Hollywood, Matt, Ryan, Ken, we would all trade places with Matthew Berry, who is not drunk on a live stream at 10 p.m. On Fantasy and Frames.
know that.
We'd all do that.
And I ain't even bullshitting. I wouldn't. I'm good.
That's awesome, Oklahoma. Doug, that's so cool. Like, Doug, that's so cool. But Doug,
my little piece of the world. I stay in my own little bubble.
My wife has a contribution.
I don't want that shit. I worry about growing IDP together. I've hashtagged
Doug.
I don't care about CBS, BS. I care about growing IDP, baby.
Doug.
Touchdown, Nick Chubb.
Doug, let's be real. Doug, you hear me?
Baby.
Okay, let's be real.
No,
let's be real.
Okay.
Nullified.
IDP, Doug, me, you, IDP in a regular fantasy league, It's not happening, man. I mean, and I think your content is amazing, and I think you have a really cool niche.
It used to
in
be
the-
that way, bro.
Dude.
It used to be that way, but now it at least gets brought up in the conversation. It at
Doug.
least gets brought up at the table.
Doug,
My wife
Doug,
is
I'm gonna
putting me
be-
on blast. First of all, let me just say, she is the reason where Fantasy and Frames came from. She is the reason where it all started. Listen to what you said. I'm with Aaron on this. I'm that player. Sorry, Jorge. That's who you originally wanted Fantasy and Frames to be for. She's not wrong. It's not for like
Forget
the
about Fantasy
advanced player.
Frames.
And I'm not saying neither is wrong. Yeah.
Doug,
I'm-
Doug,
yeah.
Doug, what I'm saying to you is, man, listen to me. Fantasy football
Talk to me, buddy.
is never going to be IDP, man. Like Nate, I love you, man. You're my fantasy baseball bro, and I think that you and Doug have a really awesome place in fantasy football sports. Like I think you have an awesome, like you guys do an amazing job. You guys dig into things that people don't want to dig into, and you do an amazing job.
Hey, but check
What I'm
this out.
telling
I
you is,
do it for
what I'm telling you is, a guy who plays in 2 leagues, they're playing in zero IDP leagues, 0.
And how many of them have kickers or team defenses?
It's 0.
All of them. They play kicker in fantasy defense. They all do because that's the ESPN, Yahoo. That's the default. Ryan, say something.
I agree with you, Aaron, for a certain degree, but here's the thing. Okay?
No, not a certain degree, Jorge.
I agree with you. What you're saying is not wrong. What I'm saying to you is it's all about what your brand wants to represent. So if you want to target people who play in your average league, then put out content that revolves around your average league.
70 million people play fantasy football.
That's
You
great.
want to target 68 million or 2 million? Which do you want to target? 68 or 2?
That's a great
70
question.
million. If
Well, to be
70
fair,
million
as
play,
the
you
guy,
want to look at all of
Yeah,
them.
70.
as one of the
70.
few
So you
guys-
want to talk about running backs?
Talk
but
about
as the
everything.
few guys in this space who actually writes a team defense article, I understand exactly
one.
what you're saying.
No
No,
one.
I do
No
for
one.
the fantasy footballers.
That's awesome. Yeah. None of us. Yeah.
To
except-
where,
yeah.
and I talk about it every year because every year you hear the growing roar of getting rid of team defense, and I'm like,
68 million people play that way.
but it's
Ryan. You're right.
You're right
Yeah,
though,
you're on that.
because it's never
Rich
fans. It's never fans who want to get rid of team defense. It's writers who want to get rid of team defense and analysts who want to get rid of team defense.
Right.
To where the
That's
one point
because we're all looking for a niche, man. I mean,
exactly. Well, there's 2 points I want to make with this. Is
Go ahead, Ryan.
you're absolutely right. Is when you write an article needs to be in more general terms. You can get specific on your direct Twitter feed when people ask you
Well, what
questions.
about
when
your
people
website?
DM you.
Now your
I don't have
article.
a
What about your
Well,
website?
I write with the fantasy.
Right. What about the fantasy footballers? What do they target?
I feel they speak to the
68
general
million,
player.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the
guy
one
who
thing I
plays
will point out,
one quarterback, right? 2
Yeah.
running backs.
yeah, they actually don't even
Three
mess
wide
around
receivers,
with any
yeah.
of that.
Yeah,
they
don't-
and
they don't mess
4-point
around.
touchdowns, half-point PPR. You bring up one very good point that I actually now want to dig into because I've seen it actually go poorly with analysts, and that is site default versus ADP. Jorge, you and I did multiple drafts this summer where
Yeah.
Odell Beckham completely got forgot until the 6th or 7th round because the site default had him so low. And if you remember, I think it was last year, Tyreek Hill was going through his legal woes, and he had fallen so far down on list, even when he was already cleared, that people were landing Tyreek Hill in the 4th and 5th rounds of drafts because they don't pay attention to ADP, like Aaron brought up. They don't even pay attention to projections.
And they shouldn't.
pay attention
And
to
they
what their
shouldn't, right?
site is using. But here's the issue, Aaron. You have half the public split between Yahoo and ESPN, and then you have Sleeper, who's this up and comer, and everybody's using different data.
Okay, I agree with you that everyone uses different data, but what I'm saying is Yahoo and ESPN are way above Sleeper. Like Sleeper will tell you that.
But they're insanely different. ESPN forces you to draft the defense. Yahoo does not.
I think
Shout
I think
out
that
to my
what-
fantasy league.
I think what that is
Oh,
proven.
I customize fantasy
I mean,
football
seriously.
side in the game.
Right,
You can
okay.
have regular teams and everything.
we
I'll
can
have my
we can
fantasy
be
football.
as constructive and angry and yet selective at the same time, but there are certain, I would say, platforms that dictate all year round. And
Okay, so
exactly
here's-
what Ryan's saying.
Wait,
If I'm looking at one, I know we're never going to look at one for.
No, wait, but Nate,
Go ahead.
you are on point. Nate is on point with, even though he had too much drink, but Nate
Not
is on
having
point.
too much drink.
Why?
I had just enough to drink.
Nobody,
but I agree with
nobody smiling
exactly
at me no
what
more,
Brian
damn it.
said.
Right. Wait, I want to smile. I want to smile, Doug, because here's my suggestion for ESPN Sleeper, all these
Hollywood,
things.
you're
Like,
still
Ron is mad.
let's find 3 default settings. Let's find
Get that man a liter of soda.
3 ways to play fantasy football, not 1,000. We don't need 1,000. And as analysts, we don't want 1,000, right? Like, let's find 3 ways to play. Let's find the IDP way. Let's find the PPR way, and let's find the non-PPR way.
Aaron,
You just woke up, Jorge.
Sorry.
He was getting a little dappy.
Aaron, that's actually a very good point. And I want, like I said, I agree with 90% of what you're saying. And the site default versus ADP is insanely good idea of something I want to dig into. So thank you for that. And that's a really good point.
You're welcome.
And I understand your point of, and I try my best to never talk about my leagues when I am focusing on fantasy content. My leagues don't matter to anybody. So
I said that.
Hey, Doug,
No, you're awesome.
let's go to
Guys,
the side for a
I've been reading you for years, so
and I appreciate that. Guys, I do have to jump. I have to get my kid to bed. This has been a blast. Happy holidays to everybody. So
Ryan.
Prospero on your Felicio.
Ryan, anytime you want to come on, I'm going to speak for Jorge. Come on, talk about your leagues and how you.
No, that's there's no value in talking about.
No, it's so true because we want to hear how fantasy football should be played, right?
Well,
Jorge?
there is one league I'd like to talk about, the league where I just beat Aaron's ass, and I'm going to parody next week.
Get off now.
That's the league we want to talk about.
That's why I invited you on.
Yep, I think that's called a mic drop. I'll see you guys for the championship next week. Have a good night.
Ryan,
We'll see you next week. Good luck, Aaron.
Good job, buddy. The elf. You done made enemies.
No, I love Ryan. Ryan and I are friends.
Ryan's
That
wonderful.
guy's gonna mess up my oil
Ryan's
change
one of our
next week,
favorite
and I'm
people in the
gonna piss
world.
at you.
I love Ryan. He makes me.
I love that.
He makes me happy.
But where did Todd go?
I love drinking Nate.
Hey,
You know
I'm
why
not
Nate
just-
is
one
amazing.
It's not drinking. It's just Nate.
Hollywood is just having a good time right there, center.
Hollywood
Michael.
with Carrie.
He is checked out.
Mike.
Yo.
I want to. I honestly want to know your opinion on trying to find a way to standardize fantasy football leagues so that we don't have to. Not that we don't have to, but that our advice as fantasy analysts like hits home with a good percentage of
One
people.
reason to stay.
Hey, Aaron, why don't we talk about that on the side?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen. The problem is, it's
Why
one of
not?
those things where
Why not?
we'll take this room for example. There's 7 people in here.
Hey, Bauer's still here. Hey, buddy.
I'm not going anywhere, Doug. Not yet. There's 7 people in here, 7 different opinions, and there's 70.
Power.
So it's hard to just standardize everything, and plus, different ways to play. It brings up different topics on different
Can we
podcasts.
find 3? Could we find 3?
Hey, fucker. I said I heard Bauer. And I love Mike.
Look at Nate. He's
I think-
like,
Who's
I said I heard Mike Bauer, and Mike Bauer's one of my favorite people in the world. That's my buddy.
Let me start off with something that Aaron said, and I just want to correct a lot of people
for 2 hours.
real quick. Okay.
He said, I
Mike.
just want to collect a lot of people.
Yeah. Let me correct some things that were said here in terms of what we mean here at Fantasy and
People are
Friends.
like,
Okay.
I hate you
Go
all.
for it, all right. We love you too, Carrie.
Let me correct a few things here at Fantasy and Frames and what our thoughts are. We are not here to tell you what to do.
Right?
Sure.
We are not here to tell you how you should do things.
But
If you like playing a certain way, if you like getting your information a certain way, more power to you. We're not going to tell you what's this or that. What we will ask you is, what are your thoughts on a subject? And we'll state our point. We're not looking to get along and not necessarily agree with everyone's point. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But one thing you can always count on here is that we're not going to disrespect other people's opinions, even though they may differ from our own.
Amen.
Never get off the shed.
There you go, Doug.
Deborah.
Come on, Hollywood. Let's do a shot.
Hold on, I gotta mix mine.
No shit. Okay.
Oh. Heart attack.
I think Nate has either puked or fallen asleep.
No, I'm good.
He had the Stevie Wonder going on. Here, I got it. Here we go.
Can we represent for y'all? We represent for GA, Naptown, Tennessee, St. Louis, Shanksville, Mississippi, Alabama, Detroit, DC.
Well, we have had a holiday party here at FantasyFrames.com. Thank you very much for tuning in. We're closing on the 3-hour mark. Want to thank Oklahoma Doug, Hollywood, Michael Bauer of the Dynasty Rewind podcast. Ken, as always, Aaron Pags, love ya. Nate Markham, Carrie. Jesus, are you okay? Todd.
By the way, if you live in the greater St. Louis area, go to Mazda and get a free car tomorrow from me.
With that, I'm Jorge Edwards. Thank you very much for joining our shit show tonight. We have, Brian J. Cox. Great show, guys. Thank you very much.
Brian, the only
Big X. I love you, buddy.
And that is how you end a Hollywood party.
No, wait,
holiday party, excuse me.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays, everybody.
See you later.